The clutch hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tunes. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, SI Shawn, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Yeah, we here, man. What's going on?
Yes, sir. We in the building, baby. It's the bearded one here.
SI Shawn, baby. Let's go.
Let's go. We in the building, man. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You already know what it is. Rally Radio.
Yeah.
We in the building.
Let's go.
It's one of them mornings. I know y'all see this rain out there. Yeah, I hate it too. Bah humbug. I ain't feeling it today.
Yeah, it's definitely some interesting weather going out there. But not for nothing, though. People was kind of motoring a little bit.
Yeah.
Today they kind of wasn't too scared of it.
Nah.
Interesting.
Nah. I ran into a whole bunch of sideshows today. We won't even get into it. I'm out there driving like Al Unser Jr. Like, I'm whipping around. It was crazy. But shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. You know what it is. The bearded one, SI Shawn. We in the building. And this is Rally Radio. If you haven't tuned in or you tuned in for the first time, shout to you. Let you know who your hosts are. I am the bearded one. This is SI Shawn, a.k.a. Spec Intellect. You know how we get down, and we got a lot of things for you today. You know what I'm saying?
Let's go.
So I'm chilling out the other day.
Yeah.
And you know what? It hit me, man. I got this history calendar when it comes to the autos.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of these things, you know, they come up and then, you know, now and again.
Okay.
Did you know that it has now been, you ready for this? It has now been 14 years since Pontiac has been gone.
Man.
Wow. Pontiac.
14.
And that's a lot of time.
You think they could have been revived?
Of course.
Man.
I believe they chose not to. But especially a brand that's been around that long. Could have got rid of Saturn. They wish they did. Hummer, gone. Saab, they bought Saab.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But you got to keep Pontiac. But like I said, shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. I see the comments coming in already. Shout out to my guy, Sales. Shout out to my guy, Dr. Phil. Shout out to SP, the Don. He's in the building. Audi boy in the building.
Let's do it.
Shout out to Phil. He said he saw a 5-car pileup on the Cross Island by the Clearview exit. Whoa.
Sheesh.
Cats is out here wilding, son. This is what I be saying, man. Cats be really feeling like they willing, but they not.
Damn, son.
But they not. They not wheeling. And you know how that happens, man.
Tell you, man, that rain changes the entire game.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That rain be switching it on them.
Damn.
But I think at that point, you know, you got to make sure, you know, you got the right tires on your car. That's what's going wrong with a lot of cats.
Yeah.
Don't be having the right tires. Don't be doing the right things. And then, you know, and it turns ugly, man. It turns ugly.
I'm telling you, man, one thing about the rain is that 1 minute you think you coasting. Next minute.
When you really wasn't coasting.
Yeah, you hydroplaning the whole time. Hydroplaning the whole time. That means the vehicle is no longer making contact with the ground and you're now driving on top of the water. I know, sounds crazy, but it's exactly what that is.
This is what happens now.
Damn.
But shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention.
Factory.
Already know how we get down, man. It's definitely a down day. I figure a lot of people at work, they're doing what they got to do. But I love the fact that we have our people who tune in all the time. Shout to them. Shout to y'all. We got a crazy show for y'all. Last week was a movie. Last week was a movie.
Yeah, last week.
We got a chance to really get outside.
Yeah, that was cool, man. It was cool. Definitely was cool. For those who attended, it was great. For sure, son.
Facts.
For sure.
Shout to Dr. Phil for the
oh man,
the secret coordinates that we will not be revealing.
Yo, with the lookout though, that was a good one though. Dr. Phil would really appreciate that one, son. That was a good one.
That was tremendous. We was out. I was like, yo, we got to go back.
Yeah,
just one more time. We went back and through there, what, 3-4 times?
Yeah, so it was probably maybe like 4 times. We went back through this.
Worth the drive.
It was.
Worth the drive. And not only that, just the drive up to where we went was tremendous.
Yeah, for sure.
Tremendous. Man, it's tremendous, man. I had a good time. And it got me to thinking, and that's also what brought up this week's agenda.
Yeah.
Who needs a calming drive? Drop it in the comments below. Who needs a do drives really relax you? Or is it that it takes your mind off or whatever? Because I feel like as we was driving, don't get me wrong, I think we all have our own life things that we go through.
Yeah.
But as I was driving, it's like you just forget about all. It's like I just wanted to focus on the road.
Damn, yeah, I hear you. Same here, man. Same here. That's very interesting. Like, it's very interesting because I think a lot of factors play a little bit. It's like I feel like one big key is like, what are you driving? Right? It don't gotta be nothing too crazy or whatever the case may be.
Right.
But it's like, yo, what are you driving? What are you driving? Are you shifting yourself? Like, I feel like a lot of stuff plays a part. Like you said, does it just take your mind away or does it truly relaxes you?
That's a fact. Shout out to my guy. He said, good morning from all from YouTube. Yes.
Let's go.
That's what we need. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention from YouTube. We love y'all, man. It's great.
Factory.
I'm going to tell you, man, the end of the day,
it's
definitely one of those. But we're going to jump right into it, man.
Let's go.
So, it looks like I said, who needs a calm and drive? There's a lot of things going on here in the automotive world, and we're going to make sure that we put y'all on.
Have to.
Because that's what we do.
100%.
That's what we do. That is what we do. So, you got any shout outs you want to give, kid?
Yeah, I just want to shout out to everybody who's doing their thing. If you're wheeling on that road and you ain't afraid of that rain, just do it correctly, though. You know, you don't want to be up against the wall and somebody back bumper trying to explain why you lost traffic. Traction, pardon me. But yeah, I just want to shout out to everybody out there doing their thing, paying attention, watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, destroy the button. Do what you got to do. Share it to your friends, cousins, nieces, all that craziness, man.
That's a fact.
Appreciate that.
That's a fact.
Rally Radio.
Yes, let's go. You already know what it is. Shout to everybody who's tuned there, paying attention. Shout to Whip Fanatics. Shout to those who's in the driveways and the garages getting ready because I know it's raining outside. Shout to Dangerous Damien, a.k.a. Reap. He's outside all the time.
Damn.
And I want to give a shout out to everybody who showed up last week.
For sure.
Resident Toyota guy.
Yeah.
Shout to Clarence. Shout to SP.
Resident Audi guy.
You already know. Actually changed his clutch. So y'all got to keep up with the rally, boys.
See, that's funny. I wanted to get in contact with him about that. I want to see if he did it, but that's good though. That's what's up.
He did it.
That's what's up.
He did it. He tried to level up on us. You know how we get down. He was like this. He said, y'all, all right, I got y'all next time because we was out. Yo, let me tell you, the turns on that road was crazy. And like I said, we won't reveal it. But with that being said, we're going to jump right in. You already know how we get down here. It's the bearded one, SI Shawn. So with that being said, here we go. Now, if you tuned in last week, there's a couple things that you heard over here that you might have missed.
Let's go.
SI Shawn, fill them in, baby. What we got?
So for this recap, right? This one's pretty interesting right here. I'm gonna start with the first one.
Yeah.
Speed cameras on the law only for work zones. Are we stupid?
Yeah, we stupid.
So here's the thing. So I'm driving earlier this week. I wasn't on the LIE. I was on. I ain't gonna front, man. I'd be bad with these expressways. And I think it was the Northern State. Perhaps, right?
Northern State.
So I seen a 2022 or 2023 or 21, whatever Jeep Grand Cherokee, right?
Right.
Yo, why I seen the camera right on top of it, like it says in the article, son?
Yeah.
Mind you, though, there was no construction going on.
Nothing going on, son.
It was just the Jeep right there with the camera on it. 2 cameras, mind you. One in the back and one in the front.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, I looked around. I'm like, what construction at though?
They get you coming down, and they get you leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I was like, hold on, like, mind you though, from the moment I got on there was no construction happening.
Facts.
And then the further I'm going down, there's still no construction happening.
Facts.
So I'm like, this, what are they doing then?
You already know what they doing.
Scamdemic? Damn, son.
It's the scamdemic.
So I thought that was interesting, like, because I never seen it. Because we like, yo, where they at? I'm like, yo, I finally seen one.
Right.
I was like, wow, mind you, they using brand new Jeep Grand Cherokees.
Brand new, like they got bread. That's like somebody robbing you with a Desert Eagle with the pearl handle. Like, yo, you make me sick.
With the pearl handle.
You make me sick.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty amazing. Like, that's ridiculous, man. Another good one from last week, if y'all missed it, is the parking garage collapses in New York City.
Oh boy. And you know that you see the fallout from that?
No, what's going on?
So apparently they trying to say, oh, this garage had all of this different things going on, and that had nothing to do, and the weight of the cars had nothing to do with it. So it would collapsed on its own with no cars on the roof. I mean, I'm stupid.
Telling you, man.
Like, we not paying attention. That's me slamming the TV around. Like, I'm stupid now. I don't get it.
Yo, that to me is amazing, man. They know full well that the weight of those vehicles have played the biggest part in that thing falling down.
Of course.
They know that, man. But see, they're preying on our silliness stuff.
On us
being blind. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Jessica Grandy. We see she said that's some BS. What's popping? What's going on out there, happening? Grandy? What it is?
Damn, son, that's just amazing, man. Because it's like, mind this ain't the only old garage or whatever.
Kid, and that's the part that really bothers me. And there's thousands of them
that's what I'm saying.
in the city.
Yeah,
with violations. Come on, son. Are we stupid?
I don't know, man. It's a little. Yeah, just gotta pay attention, man. If you're going to park, even if you're parking a chuck wagon in the garage, pay attention, man. You gotta understand, man. Like, take a spin on the roof real quick.
Let's
come back down and let's see. Take a look.
How about don't go up on the roof?
Damn.
Don't go up on the roof because there's a good chance that you know what, you come back and your car's not there. You know, they had a guy. He said the joint collapsed and his car was up there. And he was like, "What am I supposed to do?" They was like, "Call your insurance company." It was Allstate. He was like this. Look like you got caught up in mayhem.
Damn.
So we just got.
It's the understeer.
They got to give him the understeer. Sad, but it's true.
It's a fact.
What else you got for us?
Fact, man. Another good one from last week is that Tesla is, you know how Tesla be running past a school bus and injured a kid.
So,
oh man, it's like Tesla strikes again.
Shout to Jessica Grandy. She said, "Yo, who regulates that?" So that's gonna be what's his name that we talked about last week?
Damn, son. Oh man, what is this guy's name?
It's Joseph.
Yeah.
His name is Joseph, but he's the one that's supposed to be regulating it.
Yeah, because isn't he the enforcement for the
Yes, he's building code enforcement.
Yeah, building code enforcement.
How does that go? And then he said, "Oh, you know, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna." Yeah, okay. Thanks a lot.
Man, and plus they weigh the same much as the cars from the 50s.
Come on,
False.
Come on, bro. Stupid now? Oh, I'm stupid. This is what I'm talking about.
Damn, dude. Damn. You know,
Tesla strikes again. No pun intended. That is hilarious.
Shit, son.
And that's the funny part about this thing with Tesla. So apparently, what happened is there was a Tesla in full self-driving and a school bus. The school bus puts out the stop sign. When the school bus puts out the stop sign, what do humans do? We stop, right?
Yeah.
You know what the Tesla did? The Tesla kept going. Ran the kid over.
But yo,
and now they saying, you know what? Why is it that Tesla doesn't recognize these things? Because it's not human.
But you know what's weird though? Why wouldn't it recognize it as a regular stop sign though?
You know what? Because it folded out of nowhere.
Man.
But this is what we've been saying.
Well, you know, it's funny on my way in, I so happened to look to the left of me, and I seen, I don't know, I think it was a Tesla P, whatever it's called, like Q, whatever number they have,
Tesla
right?
S,
yeah, something
3.
It was something, I don't know what it was, right? And it was a family of 4 in there, and I just got sad for them. I'm like, dang, son, what are y'all doing? Y'all clearly don't listen to Rally Radio, so I was like, damn.
So I got sad for him just immediately like this.
Yeah. And then I'm looking still, homeboy over there chuckling. I'm like,
oh my God.
He doesn't have a clue what's going on.
The car's like this.
Yeah.
We're trying to save you.
I just was like, this is ridiculous, son. But not for nothing, man. These things are popping up more and more, though, son.
Yo, people still buying them.
Yeah, no, something else, right? So I'm leaving the block the other day, right? And I saw, again, I don't know the models. I seen a red one because somebody has like a white, like at the corner of the block, right? Somebody has like a white, it's like the SUV kind of, crossover, whatever you want to call it. Somebody has a white one and then somebody has a red one now. I'm like this.
They dueling it. They twinning it. Twin death.
Twin death.
And let me tell you, we got some stories about Tesla today. Don't forget, tune in because it's going down.
Oh man, this is crazy, B.
Shout out to Jessica. I wanted to answer a question real quick. His name, the person who's in charge of these buildings, is the buildings commissioner. His name is what? Joseph Esposito.
Oh yeah, Esposito.
Ex-NYPD commander, chief.
Yeah. From the 80s though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, man.
Got caught talking a little foul to a couple people. They had to let him go. Yeah. Those are the people that's in charge of your building. Somebody that knows nothing about buildings.
Damn, son.
He knows nothing about Joseph Esposito. Blast. That's what we're doing today.
Damn, son.
With that being said, I'm going to tell you, we got a whole bunch more. You got any more to recap for?
I got one more good one over here, man. One more. The Civic Type R remakes the Nürburgring front-wheel drive record.
I love it.
Damn.
Unfortunately, it's a Type R that we won't get, so it upsets me.
That's another thing.
That makes me angry.
I'm telling you, man, this was probably pushing like 350, something crazy.
But we can't have it. Why we can't have it?
Telling you, man, that's how it goes. That's how it goes, man.
But I got to give it to him. First off, shout to Honda, because they are front wheel drive. They are the front wheel drive. You have to beat them. But leave it up to Dr. Phil. I know he's pulling out this
it's Hyundai.
These Hyundai and I can't front, right? So the other day I'm on the road and I seen one. And I was like, let me see what all the hubbub is about this thing, right? You really do. Like, I see why they took this dude's car in Cali. So if y'all don't remember, there was a Hyundai N that was taken for the exhaust noise that it was making.
Wait, the end is the photo one.
Yes.
Okay.
But he had sport mode on. And the cop said, prove it. He couldn't prove it. He gave him the ticket and said, fight it. You're gonna have to change that exhaust so that it could be driven. And he been going all the way around Hyundai's trying to help him. He can't get this Hyundai N back on the road.
That's
and it
weird.
stopped.
I don't know. They know to stop.
But check it out. Yeah. I was driving next to one and I heard the joint backfire. I was like this. Oh. I was actually impressed. I said, look at the little Hyundai that could. Look at the little Hyundai that could.
Damn. That's interesting, son.
Not buying it. Me not want one of them, yeah. Me not want one of them.
But you know, I will say they make far better performance vehicles than they do everyday vehicles.
That is hilarious. Because I think they can't make either. But we'll continue on. We seen what's the Hyundai Veloster, and everybody was
I know something like the Velosters. I ran into a couple of them. Man, they all right. Ain't too bad.
You take it over a Type R?
Not in a million years. What you talking about taking over a Type R? No way.
Is that Type R?
Nah, son.
Man, I want one of them.
Nah, kid.
So we're gonna jump right into the show. That's all the recap that you got for us?
That's it, baby. That's all I got, man.
All right, with that being said, here we go, y'all. Y'all ready? Here we go.
Weekly Specs. Auto news for all the listeners. Only on Rally Radio.
All right. Y'all already know how we get down. This is our first little thing we got going on here, man. Like I said, shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Oh, man, it's been crazy. But we're going to jump right into our weekly specs. First thing we're going to talk about, and we have it in the title up there, is bad driving in your jeans.
Sheesh.
We don't stop the music. I know we stop the music. We serious. It's hilarious.
Damn.
So, how much bad driving do you see first off? Let me be the first to tell you, I see a lot of y'all. I don't care what you say. A lot of y'all say y'all wheeling. I'll be like, I see you. I see you. I see you.
Said I see you.
I see you. And I'll be upset with you. Damn, what are you doing? And I put up memes about it all the time. I love my favorite meme of all time of bad driving has to be where Kermit is looking up he's driving and he's looking, and he's like, yo, the dude that's trying to merge, like he ain't see the 100-foot lane closes sign 100 feet ago. That is my pet peeve. Yeah. I'd rather you crash into a wall than get in front of me, son. we going for it. I ain't slowing down.
Yo, son, that is funny, son.
We going for it.
Funny, kid.
You want to get in front of me, you better have some power. That's it.
Oh man. So all right, so I gotta ask you, does that make you a good driver though?
No, but at the end of the day, it makes listen, you gotta pay for your transgressions over here. You want to get in front of me? You better be wheeling, son.
Son, that is funny. That is jokes.
I can't take it anymore. I see some bad driving. So it started having me do a little homework. Yeah, man, you know why I wheel so well compared to everybody else? You know what? Now I see this. Bad driving may be hereditary.
Damn, son.
So there's a good chance that your pops can't drive if you ain't driving. There's a good chance your mama can't drive. Yeah, I said it. I don't care.
Yeah, it goes deeper than that. Your grandfather, your grandma's probably couldn't even wheel a deal or nothing.
Your grandpops couldn't wheeling and dealing. He couldn't do none of it.
Damn, son.
I don't know what you want me to say, man. First off, and we want to put that out to the people. Drop it in the comments below. Or, drop it in the comments below. Are you a bad driver?
And be honest, it's okay.
Yeah.
It's cool.
I mean, we've all done things that we wasn't proud of.
I'm talking about your overall driving ability.
Right.
Like that's it. Not because, like you said, everybody does, you know what I'm saying, one or two things that's a little questionable given the time of day. Yeah, it happens. But I'm talking about your whole record, your career of driving.
Yeah. I can't front. I've been wheeling and whoop up. Sorry, didn't mean to. You know what I'm saying? And that's my next favorite meme, when you know you done did something you ain't supposed to do. And then the car pull up on the side of you. You like this. You looking
staring
straight
at you, so you looking wild.
You feel a beam right over here. He's staring you down. You like this. You just looking straight into the camera. Look. Nah, wasn't me. It's a lot of bad drivers out there.
It's funny though, but I do think somewhere along the lines, it definitely have to be, a little bit genetic, son. For real, son. Because when you see some of the people do what they do, you like, how do you come up with that?
I laugh at it all the time. The Kermit face meme.
Son, it's crazy, B.
But this is, you know what? But like I said, you got to ask yourself. It says, there's this magazine called The Outlet. They surveyed 1,000 drivers, half of whom had committed traffic offenses. All drivers who were included in the survey said they were fully aware of their parents' driving records. The study showed that 66% of the drivers who run afoul of traffic laws in the past 10 years had parents who had also run into problems. Drivers with bad driving parents had at least 1 point on their licenses, while people with parents who drove responsibly had clean licenses. Ultimately, almost half of the drivers with poor driving parents have received a ticket in the past 10 years, compared to just 14% of those with parents who drive responsibly. It stands to reason our parents model all kinds of behavior for us as we do for our children. So I'm going to be the first to tell you, Braylon's going to get a lot of tickets.
So be the first to tell you.
It's going to happen.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, that's funny. That's real though. But it's true, because it's just like with anything, like they just said, man, like you see how your people drive.
Right.
For some odd reason, you start to drive like that.
Yeah, I mean, that means I know what I'm doing. Sorry.
Like for instance, right? Like wifey, she can drive really well, but she seen her pops driving. He's wild behind the wheel.
He's wild.
And she wild behind the wheel too, but hers is like a calm wild though. It's like a little refined.
It's not over the top.
Yeah, it's not overboard.
She flutters the gas pedal. See, that's the difference. Because I'm hammer time. Drop it. You know how we do. We don't call ourselves Rally Radio for nothing.
Drop the clutch and hit the gas.
So I do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not saying I speed everywhere. Let's just not say that this is a family show. We don't promote
we don't.
speeding.
No, we don't.
But I will say that a lot of y'all cats just don't know how to drive, and y'all committing offenses. Crazy.
Not for nothing. So I had, had to go deal with that. I had to go deal with that ticket I caught on a hub, right?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Going to the spot, right? Going to the spot, right? So my man get up. They called, man, Tommy something. He got up. Yeah, that's me. All right, okay, cool.
That was a cop?
No, that was somebody else in there with me that had to
Okay.
deal with a few things, right?
Okay.
You're like, yeah, that's me, cool. So now we all go into this little room in front of the judge or whatever,
A
right?
little shoebox.
Yeah, right.
One judge, no jury.
Yeah, son, exactly how it is, right? They behind a glass wall, like they scared or what have you. You had
Setup.
procked over here. It was a wild setup. I was like,
Uh-huh.
man, this is not looking good, right? So they call him again. He get up. She started naming off the things he did, son.
Oh my God.
I'm like, yo, where you came from? All these things. What's your lineage with your driving ability, yo, son? She said a few things, yo. His ticket, he had to pay like a band on some change.
Oh
son.
my God.
Yo, he was wilding.
They saw him coming.
Yo, I'm telling you, son, he was wilding. I'm like, how you did all that? I get up there, they say one thing. I'm like, damn, I'm feeling crazy. They saying one thing I did. They said like 10 different things homeboy did. I was like, yeah, he's ruthless.
He got a whole bunch of stuff on it. But you know what, though? I got to say, like, I've been in traffic court a lot to the point where I was like, yo, you know what? I got to get a lawyer. And I did. I got a traffic lawyer. Shout to Scott Pfeiffer. if any of y'all in trouble, Scott Pfeiffer is the man.
See, here's the thing. I haven't been jammed up as much as the better one. That's why I feel like I don't really need one because I hardly run into the law. You know what I'm saying?
Son.
Hardly. Because I do what I do. I will and deal. That's why I barely get caught up. You know what I'm saying?
All right, man. I got caught in the younger days, boy. All right, listen. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I got caught doing 105 and a 50. That was a brutal ticket. And then I turned around and got a 95 and a 50.
Oh yeah.
So
see, you over the top.
They pretty much was like, yo, don't get a ticket in Nassau. So I gotta say, I'm wheeling and I'm, it's, you know what, to tell you the truth, the 105 and the 50, I was on my motorcycle. I believe I was on my motorcycle. I was on my GSXR 750 at the time.
Damn.
Yeah, and they stopped traffic. I feel like I'm incriminating myself.
Nah, son, don't do it.
I ain't gonna go no further.
Don't go no further than that.
But I ended up walking away with 6 tickets. Right?
Oh, 6?
I
walked
away with a 105 and a 50, switching lanes without signaling, riding in between cars, disobeying a police order. Don't ask about that one. Disobeying a police order. And I think the last one, what was the last ticket? I think the last ticket was something silly like modified exhaust.
Damn, son. At that point, they just doing what they wanted to do.
Yeah, they slapped me with. He said it's either the lecture or the ticket. I was like, wow. And the ticket was taking the bike. The lecture was the tickets. Weird. But I ended up walking out of it. Shout to Scott Pfeiffer. I called up Scott Pfeiffer. So I got the lawyer's number from, and I won't put his name out there. Mm-hmm. He said, yo, call him, son. He got me out of this ticket. Right. I'm like, okay. Because I go to the DMV trying to fight this thing.
Yeah.
And they was like, yeah, I think you want to get a lawyer. We're gonna push this back for 3 months. Go get yourself a lawyer. Wow. I go out there, I call, Scott Pfeiffer's there. He shows up. He do what he got to do. Got me out of that speeding ticket. The other tickets I had to eat. Well, I got out of the speeding ticket and the disobeying a police order. Mm-hmm. Because it was like, oh, if the police ordered him to do it, he did it, right? They caught him. He got the tickets. That was hilarious. I was in there fighting for my life, kid.
I just could imagine that you probably was still just boogieing when they got on the loudspeaker.
Hey. I will not.
That's the first I'm going with that because that's one thing I can think of. Like, hold on, wait, they probably got on the horn. He probably was like, yeah, all right.
Don't get me started, man. I will not admit to anything. But shout to Marlon, shout to the resident Toyota guy. He said, you got to blame some of these video games for bad drivers too. Wow, that is crazy.
Damn, you think did we go that far?
I don't know, man, because I feel like video game driving gave me an option. Like it gave me, like that's why when I got behind the wheel, I was ready.
That's what I feel like. I don't know. Maybe he does do different things to different people, perhaps.
Wow.
Maybe because
I feel like I'm prepared.
I don't know, because I think about it, right? In a video game, I can smack up this wall and be okay.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with those kind of.
I can't do that.
You gotta be careful with that kind of thinking when you really drive it. You know what I'm saying? But I will say that it's definitely like when it comes down to like bad, like my mother to me was a great driver. I seen her negotiate accidents, like seeing things that could have went bad and it didn't. I was also involved in a car accident with her where we went through a car, split a car in two. Yeah, that was crazy.
I don't even know how you do that.
You hit a car. She hit a car dead in the middle. straight split the car in two. That was crazy. And I'm telling you, I've been in some real bad accidents. I so that's why I like that. I was not like, I was
Who split the car too? He just kept talking like that's regular. Like, yeah, man, you know.
Well,
me and Mom Dukes just went through a car.
I think I was like 6.
Dukes a hazard style. Son.
And you know, back then, you know, like I sound like I'm talking like I'm like I sound like I'm like 56.
Yo, he said, yeah, man, back then, son.
But back, you know, kids could sit in the front seat and the seat belt was just one bar. It wasn't like a chest.
Oh,
it wasn't like the chest cavity or nothing like that, man. So it was crazy. The dude ran the light. It was on God Brewer. It was God Brewer and Farmers. Was it Farmers? No.
Man.
It was what is that? What's that right there? It was God Brewer. But I tell you what, it was coming from like August Martin, but split that car right in two, bro. And I've seen accidents.
Damn,
I've been part of accidents, but I've never, like, even I was driving and I had an accident. Nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But you know, I don't know. I just know how to wear off. You know, I know how to get up out of that now.
Yeah.
I learned.
I hear you.
But shout to everybody, and I know they like, yo, Pop, stop. shout to SP. Said went to court to take care of a speeding ticket. It was a bunch of us in the room for the same cop. They had a deaf guy go before me. Judge pronounced him guilty.
Damn.
How?
I can't even hear you, son.
That's cold, bro.
Damn, you did that on purpose too.
Yeah, like I mean, and that's another thing. Like, I guess that's why they go with the lights.
Yeah,
because it got to be ADA. Like, yo, they got to see you. They can't just hear you. So it's crazy. Shout to SP. He said it was my turn. I told him just give me the fine, because if the deaf guy can't get out the ticket, I'm done.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
Said, if he can't get out the ticket, I ain't got no hope.
Nah, kid.
And don't think you showing up with cameras. Oh my!
First off, don't even think you showing up with an explanation.
Yeah.
So I went in there.
I went cash in there. And carry.
Exactly. I went in there, try to get my little spiel real quick. Nah, son. I was like, I feel like I turned to the left and I seen me standing next to me. Like, yo, fam, they don't even care.
Nah, they don't care.
Nah, they don't care, y'all. You go in there, you got something mapped. I had it in my phone and all, like reading off the lines. They was like this. Where the money at? I said, yo, you ain't just hear me? Nah, they really don't care. They really, truly don't care.
They don't care, man. I say this, right? When I went for the traffic ticket, I went for a couple tickets in my day, right? So it was a point I was paying this thing called driver's responsibility. I don't know if anybody know about that.
I never heard that till you told me about that.
So there's this thing called driver's responsibility. Like, if you get any tickets over 6 points, it's $25. Anything on your license for 6 points is $25. And then you pay $25 a point up to 11 and 12 with it, suspend your license. So I was paying roughly $250 a year to keep my license, because I had 11 points. I had the max, but because I had a lawyer, I tell you, get a lawyer if you out here wilding.
Yo, you was ruthless behind the wheel, and
that's why now I'll be like, yo, nah.
Damn. So that do make sense, because there be times you really be chilling. I'll be like this, like drive it like that. Right
nah, because I done been on the bench like this. Damn, man, how did this happen? I done been there, but I'm going in there because I got a ticket, whatever. And I've seen how they do. It'd be the same cop, just like he said. They pull out their little book and they read the same lines over and over and over, right? And then after they read the line, they say, yeah, license plate. All they do is cut and paste and add your name in there. Yeah. I got them speeding at speed wasn't right, none of that. And they still was like, yo, yeah. Okay, that's gonna be $175 and it's gonna be 3 points on your license. I'm like, yo.
Yeah, so you know what's crazy, right? So the reason why I even went up there, because so now they give you, I don't know if anybody caught a ticket in a little while, they give you a paper with a QR code on it, right? They give you a paper with a QR code on it. They say, yo, you don't even gotta pull up, you could just handle it at home, on the toilet, whatever you do.
That is hilarious.
Scan the code. I'm like, all right, cool, no problem, right?
It's about the dollars.
I'm like, whatever, man. So I do it, I scan it, I send whatever, license, whatever, insurance, blue, hoopla.
Right.
I get no response back.
Right.
It's been a month. I said, all right, yo, hold on, Shawn. They ain't respond back to you. This is what happened last time you got your license suspended.
Right.
Right. So I said, let me pull up in there. I went up in there with no intentions to pay nothing. I just want to see what the word was.
Right.
They said, yeah, man, our systems was down. I said, so y'all wasn't gonna send me a kite or nothing?
No.
Y'all wasn't gonna tell me. I was gonna let my license get suspended, and then I'd be looking at y'all crazy.
Yep.
So I'm like, yo, hold on, man.
Son.
Like, why y'all ain't say? So that kind of almost got me upset because y'all wasn't gonna send me a letter. Y'all got the address.
Yeah, they don't care though.
But if y'all systems is down, it should be a system in place. Like, yo, hold on, if the system's down, we should let the people know. Whatever, right?
Right.
So I'm like this, man. All right. So she get on the phone with somebody, call somebody up, whatever. Next thing you know, they like this. Yeah, you want to take the deal or not? What deal?
Oh, the deal.
I said, yo, what deal? She said, oh, the deal we sent you. You said the system don't work. What deal? Right. So that's now they starting to get me hot, and I'm like, yo, nah, Shawn, we gotta chill out.
Chill, son.
We gotta chill out.
They got the
son,
bailiff right there. He's like, yo, go ahead, act stupid because I'm taking you in. He don't get no action. He like, yo, as soon as he moves,
I'm telling you, son. It was getting me frustrated because y'all told me I'll take a deal. Don't take a deal. Yeah, what deal? Oh, we sent it to you and it's gonna expire in a couple of days. Yo, I didn't get nothing. All right, whatever, y'all. Then she's like, yo, yeah, man, go see the judge. Fine, go up in and see them. And then that's when I told him a little spiel. They ain't care about it. But what I'm saying is like, yo, they could be having a problem on their end and they will not tell you it, son.
It's suicide.
Just forget it. If you go in there, you getting hammered.
Nah, you are, for sure. For sure.
You getting hammered.
For sure. And you would have thought they'd have been like this. You know what, man? You're right. Our systems was messed up.
Yeah, they don't care, son.
We're gonna let you rock. Nah, fam.
They don't care.
Nah.
They don't care.
They don't, yeah.
I've seen it. So that's why I say bad driving. When it comes down to bad driving, you gotta wonder, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, a couple of y'all parents is bad drivers too. Yeah, I called you. It is what it is, right? But they pretty much basing this on who gets tickets. So because I get tickets, I'm a bad driver. No, I've negotiated out of some accidents too.
This is what I'm saying. I don't think it depends on what your tickets are. If you, it depends, but I don't think getting tickets is what really makes you a bad driver.
Shout to the resident Toyota guy, Marlon. He said, I went to court for a ticket. As soon as I opened my mouth, the judge started falling asleep. Dude didn't care what I had to say, so I had to pay the ticket. That's a fact. They don't care.
It's crazy, son. It's like, I don't know, man. They really don't care, son. They could care less what you gotta say. They like, you in here for something, aren't you?
Yep.
You wasn't paying attention. You broke the law, right? Yeah,
yep.
That's it then. That's it. I don't care. So, a quick story about the same thing. So I get in there. So I go see the going to this other little room before I had to go and pay. Mm-hmm. They like this, yo. Pull up his rap sheet. Pull up his rap sheet. I'm like, hold on. What is my rap sheet got to do anything? So I think what they were doing was, how much we're gonna lower his ticket depending on his record. My record was squeaky clean. Y'all know how I do. You know, I stay out of trouble as far as that's concerned. But that didn't help me. That still didn't help me though. People, they were like this, yo, man, still gonna get him. And one guy pulled up a chair, another person pulled up a chair. It's like they really was like trying to see how bad my record was previously. And I'm just looking at them, and they looking at my record. I'm like, yo, so what y'all see that's making y'all, come to this decision?
You black.
I'm telling you, son. I'm telling you, kid. It was crazy. It was crazy, dude. But they pull up your rap sheet too, though. They pull up your driving history to see how bad it was. Or how bad it
I
is.
love how they said, let's pull up his rap sheet.
Yeah, because the guy walked over. He said, yo, pull up his driving record. I'm like, damn.
So I tell you what I tried to do, or what I saw somebody try to do, which was crazy. They came up in there with a camera.
Damn.
Like, see, they was like, no recording devices in the courtroom.
Yeah, they said, yo, you can't take pictures of nothing in there.
Nah.
So you can't even have your phone out.
How you supposed to fight the case? How?
You can't.
I got witnesses. They not here, right? Don't know what to tell you. So it's a hustle, man. You go down there, just get prepared, kid, because they like this. They getting the gloves out.
Nah, they are.
They getting prepared. They like, yeah, son, we about to get them.
Nah, they are. They start having fun after a while, son.
Shout out to the Facebook user. He said one thing though, when they find for you, they don't want to hear the Perry Mason defense you practice all week. I said you're free to go, Mr. Draco.
I'm telling you, son. I'm telling you.
They can care less, son. Nah. You just going for it.
Nah, B.
It's a sad thing, but you know what though? I feel like it made me a better driver. You know why? Because now I'm way more wary.
Yeah.
Not only am I wary of what I'm doing, I'm wary of them too.
Mm-hmm.
And you start to realize, they got a lot of things in place so you can stay away from them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, for sure.
take full advantage, man, because let me tell you, if it's one thing, shout to Big N, he said it's a one-way street with the rap sheet. They're only interested in the negative. That's a fact.
Shit, son. Shit.
Only as good as your last move.
Damn.
They be like, oh, so what you did last week? Nothing. There we go. Okay, that's good. We're gonna lock them up. I don't know what to tell you.
So what you did last week? Nothing.
Be like, good.
Telling you, man.
Says you can only bring film, no digital images. That's hilarious. Who's rocking with film these days?
I don't know.
They said you can only bring film into the courtroom, not digital images. That is hilarious. Telling you, I'm telling you, when I went up in there, man, and they was just talking. It was like, oh, well, also, I was like, yo. Next thing you know, the bailiff is getting dragged up. Help me.
Yeah, I'm telling you, kid. I'm telling you, son. It's wild.
I'm telling you, man. But shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paying attention. Because I know we got some court stories out here. You know what?
I believe that, son.
Whatever you could put in the comments that fits, I want to hear about it. Shout to Resident Toyota guy. He said, yeah, like wary enough to see that cop that was on the ramp when we was on our way back from Bear Mountain, right? I know SI, you was behind me at that point when we was driving, right? Mm-hmm. I know you was like, yo, what Pop slow down for?
Mm-hmm.
To the right here.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm telling you, my eyes, I'll be like this. Mm-hmm. But you know what? It also goes to show they got a lot of different things to get around that too. And they got a lot of different things to get around these speed cameras that's around here. Yeah. They got a lot of different things to get around these radars. The reason they get you is because we don't think about these things until we out there.
Yeah, for sure.
They got all kind of radar detectors. Mm-hmm. They got all kind of things you could use, apps, things like that you can use that we just don't use. But if you do, it's like you moving under a cloak of darkness.
Yeah, for real though, right?
You can't see me.
Yeah, for real.
You can't catch me either.
You ain't lying though. You ain't lying. You're not lying, son.
But you know what? That's crazy. But it's like that though. Shout out to the Facebook. This got to be Draco. He said the worst is if you're late 1 minute, you lose the case. But it'd be me, the judge and the cop's partner, staring at each other. So I got a story about that. I actually beat a ticket because a cop didn't show up. What happened was I was coming back from work early in the morning. I was working midnights. And he said that I made a left turn from the right lane. Now, obviously, he was all the way down the street after you make the left turn. He said, nah, you made it from the right lane. So I'm telling you, I came from the left lane or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And I remember thinking, I got to fight this BS in court because, I'm fighting it. I go to the court, and let me tell you, it's funny that you say that if you late, you'll get the ticket. They waited for this cop for 30 minutes. They had me standing there waiting for this cop for 30 minutes. Oh, we're just going to wait a little bit while longer and see if he shows up. Okay, we're just going to wait a little while longer. The judge is right there. The little fake little bailiff is right over there. And the cop is not in the next stand over there. We waiting. He did not show up. And after 30 minutes, reluctant and mad, it was like, dismissed. That was that was one time out of the 56 times. Let me not say
56 times.
Out of the times I've been down there, and that's why the bearded one drive the way he do. I get it in here and there.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, nah, chill.
Damn,
boys be outside. But you know how that go. We also got a couple other things. Look like the police tried to pull over a Waymo car. That is hilarious.
Damn, son.
So for those that don't know what Waymo is a company owned by Alphabet, a.k.a. Google. This is a car company. It's self-driving, which to me is the craziest part about it.
For sure.
Yes. So it's self-driving. So it looks like they tried to pull the car over. And it's hilarious because there's no driver. So the minute the cop jumps out in front of the Waymo car, it's self-driving. The cop jumps out, puts his hand in front of the thing, telling the car to pull over. And the lady that's in the car being driven around, she's like, there's no driver. I don't know what to do. Cop he kind of steered the car over by his hands though, and it moved. I think that's hilarious. What's your opinion on that? First off, would you stand in front of a self-driving car?
Nah, kid, I'm not doing that.
I'm not. That's a death threat.
Nah, I'm not. Definitely not doing that. Boy, it's interesting. Like, who's gonna get this ticket?
That I don't know. What was they doing?
Yeah, right. To even get pulled over. Like, that's the funniest part.
Said we cannot move. They said the car won't let us move. We're not driving. The cop is like, pull it over right now. I'm gonna shoot. I don't know what to do.
That would be wild. That would for sure be wild, man. But that's interesting, though.
Telling you, at the end of the day, I'm not getting in front of no car.
No, man, no way.
That's self-driving. I won't do it. But I find it hilarious that in this particular case, it pulled to the side as desired. It was crazy, and then performed a multi-point turn. This is what they said. Performed a multi-point turn and successfully maneuvered out of the block lane with 90 seconds after the interaction with the police officer. Wow.
So it looked like they ran into like a parade or something like that. When the parade was going on. Right?
Yep.
But
yep.
I don't know, Sean. What do you think they're trying to go with this?
I don't know, but there's so many things. Look, I don't take my job that seriously. Stand in front of a full stuff. That's a fact. Here's the thing. So apparently it was in a way it was headed towards a parade, and as it was headed, the cop was trying to tell him, no, you can't go through here, but it didn't stop. It stopped and looked at him, and then it tried to go around him. He's like, oh, and then at that point, after about a minute and a half, it figured what he was trying to say, I guess, or figured out what it couldn't do, and it U-turned and got up out of there. But they said the cop they was like, yo, what you want us to do? We not driving. Oh, you see the steering wheel spinning around in the car. Yo, chill, I'm good.
Yeah, I don't know how this is like. I don't know how this helps us though. Like, this is like weird.
Well, you know what though? Now it gets you thinking about AI.
Yeah.
Right? Artificial intelligence. Right? Skynet.
Yeah, computer controlling other computers.
What if it decided to run? What if the car decided to run and it's self-driving and you just along for the ride?
Yo, that is a nightmare, son. That's a straight up nightmare, son. Are you kidding me? Nah, son. And mind you, though, you can't hit triangle like Grand Theft Auto, jump out the door. The doors is going to be locked. The doors is going to be locked. Lock the windows and all that. Nah, kid. I'm good, son. No way.
Oh,
no
man.
way. You can't jump over and take control.
Let me tell you, man, if you've ever been in I'm good. Here I go. I'm having a good time today. I don't care what nobody say.
Yeah.
You just gonna have to look at me different. Have you ever been in a car with somebody running from the police? Have you ever been in a car with them?
Nah.
So,
yeah,
I'm gonna tell you. Me and my people, we went to go see Fast and Furious, the first one.
Oh yeah.
First night it came out, right? And here we go again. Me convicting myself. Shout the Ann. He said, "I'll run the cop over." That's a fact. That is a fact. So we all going to see Fast and Furious, the very first one, the very first Fast and Furious. We go to see it, right? And after that, we go to the races, whatever. The races is bubbling. I mean, it's popping. There's cars outside. Everybody want to drag race. Everybody want to be a Vin Diesel or a Paul Walker. Everybody drag racing. There was this guy out there with a 5.0 LX Mustang, Willie in it, white boy, crazy. Yeah, it was crazy. He was driving the car crazy. So after us being out there for a little while, the police show up, right?
Yeah.
And I think that was okay. The cops are here, and you know how we do. You know how we do, right? Yeah. Cops show up, we start breaking it down. Everybody got to get up out of there, right?
Yeah.
So shout to my homeboy. I ain't gonna put his name out there because it was still one of the craziest days. We jump in the car, right? All right, let's get out of here. He's the last one to leave the strip.
How?
Because I don't know. I told him, I said, yo, you got to get up out of here. Like, let's go. But now, since he's the last car, the cop start following him. So I'm like, yo, he's like, yo, son, the cop is on me, son. Yo, look. I said, yo, chill. I said, look. I said, chill. He not on you. I said, all he doing, he's just following us out. Yeah. Nah, look, yo, he's on me. I can't. He jumps over the double yellow to go around another car. So he goes into the other lane.
Yeah.
So now the cop is whoop, 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 whoop. He's following him.
Yeah.
He said, yo, okay, yo, he followed me. I told you. I said, yo, chill. I said, son, you went over the line. Why you do that? All you had to do was keep driving, right?
Yeah.
He's like, yo, nah, son. Yo, look. He said, yo, I'm out. I'm looking in the seat like, what? What you say? He said, yo, I'm out. So now I'm like, yo, wait. Yo, he jumps to the yellows and takes off.
Damn,
oh my
son.
God. I'm in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Screaming. Yo, he is. Yo.
Damn.
So he, like I said, he jumps over the yellows and he takes off.
Mhm.
And now the cops are taking off. And all the cars that was racing and all that, they all moved. They like just watching. He's driving. I'm in the passenger seat.
Yeah.
I ain't even had my seatbelt on because we jumped in the car. So now I'm putting my seatbelt on like, yo, because he's wilding.
Yeah.
So if anybody know what this is at, we was racing at what they used to call the tanks.
Okay, yeah.
Now these tanks, right? It was a dead end street. So you're coming out of the dead end. So you're coming to a red light.
Yeah.
He's blowing through the red light. Now nothing but trucks come through here, 18-wheelers. I'm like, yo, son.
Damn,
I don't even.
son.
This is my man. I don't want to just punch
yeah.
him in the face and take the car for like. It was gonna be a wild movie. Like, so I'm like, yo, I got my feet up on the dash. Like, 'cause I'm like, yo, what are you doing? Yo, he blows through the red light, and when he goes through the red light, it was trucks, but they was way further back.
Yeah.
Yo, after he goes through the red light, the cop follow him. It's a full-on chase.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, you better get away. I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
Nah, you right, you son. That was
you better get away now. If I'm sitting in the precinct because of you,
yeah.
I'm mad. Yo, he busts a hard right turn. And there was an Integra coming down the street. And as the Integra's coming down the street, he turns, he hits the corner of the Integra.
Oh.
Yo, he hit the car, right? And this is why I say, you remember how you said like video game dynamics don't work? They kind of do. You just gotta hit it at the right.
Negotiate it properly.
He hit the Integra like with the back, like the rear, the driver's side rear, and it hit the driver's side rear of the Integra. Yo, the cop crashed right in the car. Yo,
damn.
And then he's flying. Yo, we flying. I'm like, yo, we go back to the strip. Let me out.
Y'all went back to the strip? Oh,
no, we didn't go back to that strip. We went back to I forget the other one with the graveyards.
The graveyard.
It's over there by the LIE in the Midtown or whatever.
Okay.
Greenpoint.
Yeah.
So we go over there and I hop out the car. I'm mad.
Damn, son.
He said, you told me to get away though. Yo.
He listened to you though. He got away.
Yo, and he was driving a Dodge Stealth. You remember those?
Yeah, son. No, he's getting busy in the stealth, son.
Not for nothing. The car pretty fast, God. I was like this. I was like, yo, he got away.
The 4-door stealth.
Yes. Was it 4-door?
Yeah, I think the stealth was 4-door.
No, his was 2-door. He had a Dodge Avenger. That's what it was.
With the 4-door Avenger.
2-door.
2-door Avenger?
It was a 2-door Avenger. And let me tell you, kid, when we was done, we covered the car, called up everybody. Like, yo, they was like, yo, y'all made this spot hot. Yo, but it's mad racing now because the cops are looking. I never.
It's mad racing now.
I said, yo, son.
Damn,
I said,
son.
never, ever again will I get in the car with you. Ever.
Yo, that's crazy, son.
Ever. But so that's why I say, like, if you've ever ran, could you imagine a full self-driving car and there's nothing you could do? There's nothing you could do.
Can't even talk to it.
You can't even yell at it. I was yelling at yo, what you? I said, yo, son, you better get away, son. If I'm sitting, I said I might lose my job. Yeah, so you better. Yo, it's ridiculous, kid. I don't condone that. That is definitely. But that was one of those young boy nights, though. And trust me, a couple people who probably listening could verify.
Oh, it was like the 2-door.
Yeah.
I mean, the 2000.
Yeah,
Avenger. Oh, the 2-door one not bad though.
Or like a 98.
Yeah, I think somebody. Yeah, it's not bad, son.
Yo, you want to laugh, son?
What's that?
He dropped me over at the crib. My people, they drove by my house. They like, yo, we wanted to make sure y'all was still alive, son. It was ridiculous. But I could have only imagined being in a car. Like I've been in a car. People imagine being in a car with no driving and it just decides to run from the police.
Nah, kid. No way.
Scared.
Yeah, no way. That's ridiculous.
And you just see the steering wheel moving, gas, pedal, and brake. You know, nobody's sitting there. It's ain't nothing you could do, son.
That's ridiculous. Son. Nah, you are. That's it.
You in real trouble.
Mind you, the car gonna be good.
And they like this. Get out of the car. They put guns in your face. You're like, I didn't do it.
Nah, son.
They ain't trying to hear it. Son.
Nah, heck no. For all they know, you commanded it to do it. All that. Nah, kid. Nah, son.
Hey, y'all be looking at him like this. Look. You get out. You getting arrested. He be like this.
I gotcha.
But
nah, kid, nah. Woo.
I'm telling you, son.
Damn, son.
I'm telling you, that had to be like one of the craziest nights. So that's why when I hear like people don't understand, man, you talking about you running from the law. I'm not with it.
Nah,
leave me
crazy,
alone, son.
It's crazy, son.
Because at the end of the day, if you gotta bounce, it's just the way you feel after that.
Mm-hmm.
So now it's funny that we're talking about Waymo because we're gonna talk about full self-driving. It looks like Cobra Commander, aka Elon Musk over there, is gonna have to testify on his autopilot statement. Now, let's get into that. They're trying to call it deep fake videos and audio recording. See, this is what I mean. He's using social media to steer how people feel about him.
Damn, son.
Shout out to Marlon. He said, I'm calling my lawyer. We suing Waymo for everything. That's a fact. Mental stress, anxiety, all of that. Crash. A California judge on Wednesday ordered Tesla's CEO Elon Musk to be interviewed under oath about whether he made certain statements regarding the safety and capabilities of the car maker's autopilot features. The ruling came in a lawsuit filed by the family of Walter Huang against Tesla in Santa Clara Superior Court over a car crash which killed the Apple engineer in 2018. Wow. Tesla's lawyers has said Musk cannot recall the details of his statements that the plaintiffs want to ask him about, and that the billionaire celebrity CEO is often the subject of convincing deep fake videos. Huang family argues that Tesla's partially automated driving software failed. The car maker contends Huang was playing a video game on his phone before the crash and disregarded the vehicle's warnings. Plaintiff attorneys sought to dispose Musk regarding recorded statements that tout the capabilities of autopilot. The ruling that Musk must testify was tentative, and hearing was set for Thursday on whether to dispose him. California judges often issue tentative rulings, which are almost always finalized with a few major changes. What's your thoughts on that?
Damn.
So we already know about a guy named Huang.
Yeah, kid.
Who was driving. He wasn't driving.
He wasn't driving. He was video gaming, apparently.
He was playing video games on his phone while the Tesla was driving, and they said he wasn't paying attention to none of the alerts, and he died in his car. First off, are you buying that?
I'm not buying that. The reason why I'm not buying it, unless Wang had on like earplugs, he really was like legitimately not paying attention to nothing. Like, what do you got to think about, right? When a crash is coming up on you,
right?
Lickety split, right?
Right.
Your natural response is to try to
brace.
Exactly, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they trying to say this guy just ignored everything.
Come on, son. We stupid. That's what we doing.
Unless I'm thinking about it like this. Unless, let's say the accident was like a quarter mile away from where it actually happened at, and the car was able to pick it up.
Right.
Unless it's something like that.
Right.
I don't know.
But I'm not buying.
I can't buy that one.
Here's why I don't buy it, right? I would like to believe, but then again, I can't say this. Because there are people who actually jump in the driver's seat of these cars and don't drive and think that this thing is going to get them safely from point A to point B. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. A lot of people have been emailing me, texting me, and definitely hitting me up on social media talking about I am a Elon hater.
Yeah.
I'm working. Yo, I'm telling you, threats. Kid. I got a threat the other day that was like, yo, stop talking about Elon or we're going to shut you down.
Yo, they're not playing.
They're not playing, son.
They're not playing, but here's the thing. Okay, I believe that, right? I believe you could people do jump behind the vehicles and they do, fully believe that these vehicles are gonna get them out unscathed. But whose fault is that really though? You telling me, bid, I'm like, yo, this right here it's the truth. It's gonna get you out of whatever situation you're in.
And how many times have you heard that? How many times have you heard something that's supposed to work?
Damn,
and it don't work
all the time.
Now, what I tell you, you know why I got so many tools?
Wow.
Because the one tool that they told me would do the job wouldn't do the job.
Yeah.
I need another tool. This is what happens.
Damn, son.
I just wouldn't trust. I don't understand how you trust a car that drives on its own. It's just the more we get into it, the more we see it, the more I'm just flabbergasted. Like, I know I don't want to experiment it. No, I don't want Terminator driving the car for me. Like, I don't want to do that.
You know what bothers me the most? Like you said, it's like, how do you really feel comfortable like that? Well, it's very interesting. Like, how? So you think Cobra Commander's gonna walk out of this unscathed?
I think he is.
Yeah, he probably not gonna be able to give up a penny. He's probably not gonna give up a penny, bro.
I think he's gonna throw money at it. I think what kills me about this, right, is that we have somebody who passed away in this car, right? Now, if this wasn't a full self-driving car, if this was a regular car, and let's say somebody died due to an airbag,
I see where you going.
It would be all over the place, which it has.
Yeah.
Right? But they have yet to really be putting this out in the media about how many people exactly are dying from full self-driving cars.
But you know what's amazing though, like you just said though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do the airbags in these things even work?
I have no clue.
Because apparently everybody's just like dying instantly though. It's not like, yo.
I mean, they're moving. They're going fast. And like you said, the thing is this, right? Like you said, if you see an accident coming, what do you brace yourself? You hit the brake.
You're getting on deck. You're getting ready for whatever's about to come.
Right. But could you imagine just going like right into something? You boom.
Damn.
That could take you out.
It could, because now you got to think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's supposedly giving you back control.
Supposedly.
So it's not hitting the brakes for you.
No, it's not.
It's not gearing up for this. It's really not.
It says you're in danger. Fix it. Boop. It gives, and we all seen this. Elon Musk said out of his own mouth, he said that if there is a crash imminent, the full self-driving gives control back to the driver 8 seconds before. He said this.
Do you feel like that's kind of like defeating the whole purpose of autonomous driving, unless it doesn't account for that part?
Hell yeah.
So maybe it's like, it should have been like autonomous driving and autonomous crash safety, some sort of feature like that. Because if it's just literally geared to driving with no crazy hazardous conditions, then I don't know, son. I think it defeats the whole purpose.
Here's my problem with it, and this is where people lose me with it. It's like, oh, you know, but it's a great car. Listen. When it comes down to this car driving on its own, how does that make it better? Like, I don't like, how does that, like, who wants to be in a car that drives itself?
Well, nobody has ever explained what makes it such a great car, though. They haven't. Instantaneous acceleration doesn't qualify. And then what?
Oh, I stand corrected. It's not 8 seconds. It's 0.8 seconds.
No, it ain't, son.
Yo. It said like hot potato. Here you go. You get in trouble. It's like a hot potato. They like this. Look, here you go. Safe.
It can't be 0.8 seconds, son. That's ridiculous, bro.
0.8. I got to do the homework.
Nah,
I thought he said 8 seconds. If it's 0.8, you in trouble,
son. You're in even more trouble, son.
It's a wrap.
8 seconds.
0.8.
0.8 seconds.
Forget it. That's not even 1 second to respond.
All right, so now come on. Now this is getting a little crazy. Now, come on, son.
It's not even a second to respond.
If Sir Wang was really playing the video game and everything like that, there's no way he could even save himself anyway in 0.8 of a second. It doesn't. So was he even driving in the driver's seat? I should say.
No, he wasn't.
Probably wasn't. Probably was in the passenger seat. Probably in the back. Jeez. Reynolds wrap right there. Come on, man. It's tough, son. This doesn't make sense, B.
I'm gonna tell you. So his lawyers did not respond to Huang's family, and is scheduled to go to trial on July 31st. See, this is what I mean. If you wasn't listening to Rally Radio, if you wasn't paying this stuff no mind, you wouldn't know.
Yeah, you really wouldn't, though. You'd run out to Tesla like this. Oh, I'm about to go get me a Model 3.
I'm about to cop.
I'm about to get me one. Oh, I'm about to get it in red. Yeah,
come on, man. Meanwhile, at least this is what these things are doing. I just don't understand it.
I get it though. It's like we say all the time, man. People want to be down, they want to be hip, they want to cop the newest thing, technology. They like that.
Listen, I hear you, but there's just, you know what it is? There's just certain things I don't want technology involved.
Nah, man, it's enough already. It's enough that the vehicles now, non-EV, non-hybrid, they can hit the brakes for you, right?
Yep.
That's enough for me right there. Like you could just slam on the brakes if you feel like it's something that the brakes need to be applied for. That's a joke,
right?
That's a hazard. I think the best thing they did was rear view cameras. That's
about it.
I think that's where it stops at.
That's
it
about
stops
it
right there, son.
I don't know. I just find it crazy how you just really, really want to dedicate yourself, you know? National Highway Traffic Safety Administration finds Tesla's deactivated autopilot seconds before crashes. This is what I'm saying. We're not making this up.
But you know what's weird though? You think they disclosing this information at the point of sale?
No, hell no. They're not telling these people that, you're buying a car that when you're in trouble is going to bail on you. It's the Red Baron. Y'all remember the Red Baron? Right when you we about to crash. He throw the parachute on, he out of there.
One parachute on the top of that, right? I think the wildest part is though, I think if they do disclose that information at the point of sale, people still gonna cop. They still gonna.
They're like, well, I'm never gonna self-drive. I don't care. Yeah, all right. Well, park it in your garage and wait for it to blow up there. Then. Telling you, man. Listen, it's not like we kicking dirt. This is what it is.
It's just terrible though, man. And then the illest part is he's gonna get out of every single one, son. He's not gonna. He foolproofed it for himself.
He did to get out. Cobra. Yeah, he got out of it.
He's gonna foolproof it to himself, and that's the problem, man. Like, listen, I get it. You know, people want to make dough. It's cool. You want to be flashy, all right, but understand what you're doing now.
See, listen to this. Y'all ready for this?
Here we go.
The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration report also shows that in the majority of the accidents, among those 16 under close investigation, the Tesla activated their forward collision warnings and automated emergency braking systems. So it wasn't as though the drivers weren't given zero time to react, though it isn't mentioned how far in advance of impact those kicked on. In 11 of the crashes, none of the drivers took any action between 2 and 5 seconds before the impact, indicating they, like autopilot, didn't detect the impending collisions either.
Listen,
it's suicide.
Keep driving them Teslas, man.
You know what's so wild though? If these things are supposed to be so like, if you could design them to make them as smart as they are to drive or whatever like that, they should be able to get out of an accident, huh?
We got AI, bro.
This is what I'm saying.
We got AI. Have you seen AI yet? Have you seen anything used? Like, have you ever used it? You ever seen it in action?
No, I did see like a robot doing some type of like labor,
and then he fell.
He clocked out.
Right?
He said, "I'm good."
He moved boxes for 4 hours and collapsed. Here's the thing, right?
Mm-hmm. I also seen like a little dog or something running around. It's weird.
Yeah, the cops.
Yeah,
NYPD, they got it. You see the new security bot they got? They said it's a robo snitch. Just walk around, see stuff, and tell. Hilarious. I don't know. This is to me.
Said a robo snitch.
Like this. I see you. He don't got a gun. He just told the people who do. That I don't know. We all seen how this movie plays out.
Yeah, son.
We've all seen what happens when we start making computers do our jobs.
Yeah, son.
I got one for you.
Mm-hmm.
RoboCop.
Damn. Son.
We saw what Ed 209 did to 10 in the conference room. You have 10 seconds to comply.
Yo, son, yeah.
Poor Ed, bro.
Poor Ed. I'm telling you, man.
We all saw Terminator.
Yeah.
We all see. Yo, son, am I making it up?
Nah, not.
It's ridiculous.
But you know, they don't. I'm a firm believer that they don't care where this goes, though.
Nah, they don't.
They don't care the direction this turns, man, because it's gonna only get worse.
They don't, son. And with AIs, they're gonna think it's getting smarter. That thing is gonna be like, yo, soon as it's gonna control all the cars, all the red lights, all the planes, all the trucks.
You got to think about it. I don't think people really realize, right?
Mm-hmm.
You got a hard time telling a human what to do. Right, and
fact.
you better off. You got a better chance dealing with another person.
That's a fact. So
how you gonna deal with something that's programmed to think 1,000,000 times faster than you are? How you gonna deal with that?
You lose.
Exactly.
How many times you done been playing Street Fighter on super crazy and you can't win?
He said it was super crazy.
Kicking your head and I thought I was blocking.
Yeah, I remember that though. So you be going crazy on the controller, son. Yes.
He be using Doll Sim too. They be kicking your head.
They pick the toughest character, son. I'm telling you, B. But people, you gotta really think about this though.
Well, I tell you what, man.
Oh man,
I tell you what, look like NYPD at least trying to get on the other side of it. NYPD's Mustang Mach-E GT squad cars are perfect for sneaking up. I ain't even gonna put this out there because that's cold. They said unsuspecting donuts. That's mean.
man.
But I will say, it looks like the NYPD is getting their delivery of 184 Ford Mustang Mach-E's.
Mm-hmm.
They're getting them and they're gonna be using them. Now, my thing is, again, this is what we should be using electric vehicles for. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, elaborate on that though.
Let's see them be used as workhorses first. Let's see what they can do. Can they help infrastructure? Can you use them as a fire truck? Can you use them as a bus? Can you use them as a cop car, cab, all of that before you start selling it to the people? You feel what I'm saying? Because if this thing is if it's been a bus for 10 years and we've been using it on buses for 10, 20 years, and now you got something to stand on.
Yeah, I hear you.
But I don't know. It's crazy. But it looked like New York City's getting them. So be prepared. They handed over 10 to Manhattan, Brooklyn, and Queens precincts. It looks like a lot of precincts are gonna have 10, 480 horsepower. And it looks like they're gonna get a range of 270 miles. They ultra quiet. So they're gonna be sneaking up on cats.
It's ultra quiet.
Ultra quiet.
Damn.
You don't hear this coming at all. And that's another problem with them, in my opinion. But what's your thoughts on that, man?
My thing is, right? What happens when they get ready to get in pursuit and it doesn't want to move? Damn. Or what happens when they in the middle of pursuing? Somebody just so happens to be, mind you, they're gonna set systems in place to make sure that you check the charger. I would think so, right? But then you're still gonna have those who's not.
We can see this coming.
Can these things really take the beating though? Because these things are gonna get beat up, son.
No, they can't take the beat. Somebody on a high-speed chase. But then again, they weigh like 5,000 pounds. You better not.
Yeah, word.
Not for nothing. You detonate a whole boom, boom. Listen.
But that's what I mean. In a rarity, these things crash or whatever like that, and it decides to go on fire. What happens?
It's gonna take us about
4 hours
and 40,000 gallons of water to put it up.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think, like you said, they should be, put there first, or they should at least be lawn equipment. Make them do like some farming or something, right? I don't know. Kid.
I got an electric lawnmower. I got an electric lawnmower. You put the lithium ion batteries in it. That's as far as it goes for me. Straight up. I don't want you doing anything else serious. You know what I'm saying? Serious. And to tell you the truth, it was the cheapest one. That's why I got it.
So it was the cheapest
because it was a gas Honda one there, and I was like, damn, I really want that one right there. It's red. But I can hear the jokes already. I got a Type R and I got a Honda lawnmower. Yeah, I can hear it already. Here's my thing. At the end of the day, this is where we need to start. If you want to start with electric vehicles, let's see what it could do as a cop car. This is where it needs to be.
I mean, it depends. It depends what they're gonna have these cop cars doing though. If these things are just gonna be sitting there all day.
Well, these are the ones. These are the ones that are gonna be driving around the captains.
But this is what I'm saying though. They're gonna be doing light duty work.
Of course. So they're not the down and dirty Interceptor.
Son. Nah, they not one of those. Son.
They're not the Crown. They're not those.
They're not the Explorers that's gonna be posted up waiting on you.
They're not that Charger that's at the top of the hill. Like, I got you. Oh boy,
it ain't those.
You ain't that.
That's what I'm saying. So is it really gonna be tested though? When you really think about it though?
I don't think so.
I don't think so neither. Man.
But you know what though? It is what it is. I will say this much, right? When it comes down to it, they spent a lot of money on these.
They did.
So it better work for something. That's
gonna work to get the captains to one site to another.
Damn.
I think that's really about it.
That is about it. Well, I tell you what, we reached the end of this segment right here. We wanted to get into one more though. Toyota is trying their best to make manual performance hybrids. Listen, we talk bad about a lot of things up here. We talk good about a lot of things too. But the one company I cannot talk bad about is Toyota.
I don't think they even heard that. You gotta say it one more time.
I know I don't really admit that, right? I know. I gotta turn the music off for this too. You suck for that. You really do. But I gotta say the one company I can't talk bad about is Toyota. I can't.
Nah, Toyota actually been doing their thing for for a little while now, son. Like they actually turned the page a little bit. Like
they
like,
did.
It's time. They're like, it's time.
They're still like, we like performance.
Mm-hmm.
And even if you try to go EV, we're gonna give the people performance. I gotta respect it.
Yeah.
I gotta respect
sure,
it.
son.
Man.
Sure.
I gotta respect it. I gotta say, you know what? Shout to them. They doing the best they could do with what they got, because a lot of these places are just they fully committing. They're like, yeah, I'm good. I don't need no gas car. You know what I mean?
But how do you truly feel about hybrids though? Like, how does that really make you feel too though?
So
I think hybrids are interesting.
All right. So here's my take on hybrids. You know, to me, if we got to go into a kind of a world where we need to slow down the emissions and things like that, I do understand, right?
Slow down emissions on what? Vehicles?
Yeah, because I mean, like, think about it.
We know that's not the problem, but carry on.
Think about it. We know they shut these cars off at red lights, at idle and stuff like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So those are probably when they're at their most dangerous, or when they're not being used. You feel what I'm saying? So the batteries are running the car, keeping the car on. I can respect that. But now, as far as performance, like, obviously you're not going to see a hybrid engine out here with this sick idle with cams in it and stuff like that. But Toyota actually makes a motor like that too. The ZZ, what is it? The Toyota ZZ2 or ZZ1 motor. It is a hybrid motor out of a Camry, and a lot of guys drop them into their MR2s, take the exhaust cam and put on an intake on the exhaust, and then boom, they got another 50, 60 horsepower. It's amazing to me. But I will say, hybrid motors, hybrid cars in general, I'm not against them like I'm against the plug-in.
Yeah, okay.
One, the weight. A hybrid car does not weigh as much as a plug-in car.
For sure.
Right? Two, it's an option. If the battery goes out for whatever reason, you still have your gas. Right? Or if your engine runs out, maybe you could get around doing, you got to go slow with that though.
Yeah.
But maybe you could get around on the hybrid power. So I don't have a real knock about it. And then we've seen them in performance. Porsche 918, Spider.
Yeah.
You know, just to name a few.
Yeah.
But if I could we leave it? Yeah.
Sure.
But at the end of the day, you know what we're gonna do.
Yeah, I hear you, man. I agree. I do, but I don't know, man. It seems like Toyota's trying to do something with them, though.
Shout out to Toyota, man. Toyota always trying to make it happen, man.
They are.
I like Toyota, man. They do what they got. I don't own one. But I mean, there are ones that I would love to own.
That's false, though. If I remember correctly, we got a Venza at the house, no?
Oh, well, yeah. You know what?
And it's a hybrid.
It's my wife's car, so it's not mine.
First and foremost, he drives it a lot. He says he likes it all the time. He talks to me about it.
Yeah, I don't like how this guy is. Hold on. Sorry. Say it again. Oh, okay. There he is. Okay, we found him. There he is.
I'm just saying, man. It's one on the premises. That's it, son. It's one man.
And you know what? It's a good car.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a good car. It's a great car, actually.
Can't knock it, B.
So shout out to Toyota. With that being said, y'all know how we get down, man. It's been one heck of a show thus far. We got a whole bunch more for you right here. And you know what this is? This is our favorite segment.
It's Tech Talk with Pop the Bearded One and SI Shawn.
Let's go. We're going to jump right into some of this tech talk. This is stuff for, the tech guys, the things that we like to talk about. You can tune in, you can listen, learn something. If you don't know, if you know more, don't forget to call up 516-206-0711. Now we get down here, man. We love the callers. We love the comments because I feel like that's what makes the show. But we're going to jump right into it. In the meantime, it looks like Nissan is patenting a carbon fiber block.
Oh, yeah, that's madness, huh?
Whoa.
That is madness right there. See, Nissan is trying to make a comeback, huh?
They're taking almost the heaviest part of the car.
Yes, huh?
And so my thing is, right, I have a couple questions. I think like a lot of people. How? One. How is the first one?
I think the better question is why.
I mean, wait.
I mean,
could you? So, all right. So here's a couple things I'm thinking about here, right? Weight and heat. I don't know.
I mean, but they're getting rid of why I say why is because they're getting rid of the GTR, right? That's getting ready to take another turn.
Right.
Lord knows what happened to the Z. The Z's on a Z. We're gonna have a whole nother segment called the missing car segment.
Missing.
We don't know where that's at. So what's this gonna be in the Juke?
It's missing. It's been snatched by the aliens.
Yo, they took the Z back to the factory. Said, hold on, we gotta come right with that. Hold up, right?
So, what's your thoughts on it though?
I think it's fantastic though. Despite it all, I think it's a great idea.
Yes,
like you said, wheat, heat, weight. I think it's gonna be fantastic. But I just want to know how capable is it though?
Well, remember, carbon fiber replaces metal in a lot of ways.
That's true though, but I want to see
it is surprisingly strong.
I believe that, but I want to see what happens when somebody decides they want to put 50 pounds of boost through it. I'm just curious, like, how's that going to stand up?
I mean, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. So it ain't no 2J now. You know what I'm saying? It ain't one of those. I just want to know how it's going to go, but
oh my God.
I'm just saying. I think it's great though. I think it's fantastic that they doing that though, but it seems like Nissan is trying to make a comeback. That they going through their little thing.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Get into it a little bit.
Let's go.
So Nissan does not expressly indicate the reason for this new design.
See what I'm saying?
Only explaining how it was constructed. There are a lot of superfluous information relevant to engine builders and mechanics who may be interested in how Nissan intends to route oil lines and other systems. But the main takeaway is that the case of the engine will be made of composite materials, with the innards of the motor still produced from hard wearing metals. That being said, this patent does not suggest that an engine made entirely of component materials is not possible. That makes sense. So they would put metal cylinders.
Yeah.
Still go with
pistons.
Mm-hmm. But as far as the block or like the outer side of the block, carbon fiber. Whoa. Now
that's hot though.
Is crazy.
It is.
Because if you can cut the weight on a motor, let's say a GTR motor, RB26, what would you say ballpark you think that motor weighs?
I want to say somewhere around maybe like 700 pounds.
You think that 800
heavy? Pounds. Yeah, those things get heavy, son.
Really?
They can be a little lighter than that, but yeah, they get heavy, son. For sure.
About that. I would think more about
like what?
Like 350.
Nah, son. Nah, that's light, son. That's not heavy for an engine, bro.
Yeah?
Nah, okay, that's light.
I mean, so a RB26 engine weighs 406 pounds.
See,
like I said, like something that me and you could pick up if we had to.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Could you imagine cutting that weight by half?
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Whoa. 200-pound motor?
That'd be crazy.
That is crazy. And the performance aspect.
Damn.
Think about it. You just made now you got to make the 50-50 somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
What if the weight distribution can never be right again, though?
What if it can't? What if they
fiber transmission? Differential?
That's what it sounds like. It sounds like that's where they're going.
Oh, that'd be crazy.
Carbon fiber. You know, you hit a bump, it's over.
Oh man, forget about it.
You hit that transmission, it's a wrap. But I gotta say, I'm thoroughly impressed.
I am too.
I would love to see how this works, but they're just patenting it right now. You know, they patent things so that people don't use it later.
Yeah, they made. I feel like they may do work with it, or just maybe like in a race car. So like I said, it may be in a race edition Z somewhere along the lines. They may drop it in there, but
I
don't really think they're gonna put this on the street though.
I mean, no. If this is on the street, it's in some serious GTR.
Yeah,
not no baby stuff.
Maybe I don't know. Nissan Juke will probably be all right.
Yo, you stupid. Nissan Juke. I don't like your phrase.
Remember they got a GTR version, right?
Yes, the Juke R.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm not impressed with what you said.
Hey man.
Well, it looks like Toyota is also working. Toyota and Exxon test low carbon fuels to keep gas engines alive. So remember we talked about this. Toyota wanted to try hydrogen.
Yeah.
Porsche's trying all kind of different things. Here goes Toyota getting with a reputable fuel company and trying to create fuel that reduces greenhouse and gas emissions by 75%. Whoa. They making their way.
Damn, B.
They making their way. This could help you keep your car longer. What's your thoughts on that?
I think that's great. I think that's really good, man. But my question is, what happened with the hydrogen though? Like, it's not like they strain away from the hydrogen. and that probably be the cleanest way. It's probably the most difficult way too. Though.
Probably the most. I mean, where you gonna put you gotta put a hydrogen tank on your car? Like you crash that, use it.
Right.
That's over. That's boot kablooey.
Yeah. But I think that's cool. I hope they do make some way with it because we all know, man, that the way is not canceling out internal combustion engines. That's not the answer.
That's a fact.
It's truly not the answer.
That's a fact, and they kind of know that. They kind of know.
It also would be great if they could, take this technology and put them in ships, though.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Put them on buses and planes. Like that would be even better.
Yes.
Because let's be real, man. It's not the cars that's pumping out all these emissions we swear up and down they are. It's not.
It's not that big old cruise boat that's carrying 4,000 people.
It's not that over there.
Every day. Come on.
That's my thing, right? Like this technology is great, but put it somewhere where it really counts at.
Right.
Because they tell you until they blue in the face, yeah, man, the vehicles, man, the amount of emissions they pump is just
it's ridiculous.
It's catastrophic. No, it's not.
All right. You know what's ridiculous?
Let's go.
We got this Corvette Z06, 670 horsepower V8, running 9s.
You talking about the SUV they getting ready to come out with?
No, that's hilarious. The new Corvette Z06 is running 9s at the strip. Stock.
I don't know if I'm impressed. Huh?
Why not?
I don't know, kid. Maybe I'm still thinking about how they gonna make this to an SUV. So it's like, I don't know. It's kind of taking away because you already know I got a problem with the C8 anyway.
Yeah.
Right. And it was starting to kind of slowly grow on me, but it's just not doing it for me, son. It's just, and now it's hitting 9s.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now that's it. You're done,
son.
I hear you.
I don't know, man. Maybe you can tell me something about it that's like, you know what, man, the C8 is actually okay. I don't know.
I hear you.
I don't know.
I understand. You know what though?
What's that?
I will say this.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be treason to not give it a shot.
I mean,
it would be. It would
know,
be.
Son.
It would be, man. But I understand.
I'm trying to give it a shot.
Isn't it? It's not impressive. Imagine when they put this motor in this last Camaro. They put because this the engine ain't gonna go with.
See, this is the thing. I'm more excited about the Camaro now
because it is gonna be manual.
And that's what I'm saying. You're gonna get this engine with a manual transmission.
Now you get to see what it's really about.
This is what I'm saying. But don't get me wrong. I do still think the design is great. This is a mid-engine car or a real engine car? Which one? I don't even know.
This is mid-engine.
It's a mid-engine.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's great, but they got skinnies on the front right here. I mean, it's cool. Like, I don't know, man. I just can't get it.
I think I asked him the wrong question, y'all. Would you keep it a look? Thumbs up or thumbs down with the car?
Mm-hmm.
Z06 though.
Okay.
Thumbs up, thumbs down.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I wish I had more hands.
I wish I had more hands.
Wish I had more hands. For the life of me, son. Give me the C7, man. The C7 is the furthest I go. Damn. Furthest I go.
I hear that, bro. Well, that's tough. I will say this though. This last thing we want to talk about was tough for me.
Mm-hmm.
April 27th, 2009. GM pulls the plug on Pontiac.
Damn.
Now, for those that don't know, Pontiac was one of the greater brands to me. It was considered their excitement division. Did you know that?
That's crazy. It makes sense.
GM, they marketed it as the excitement division, and they killed it off. The decision to shutter Pontiac was one of the several aggressive steps GM spelled out in an updated survival plan. And we all remember at this time, Obama was president.
Mm-hmm.
Auto companies needed a bailout. Cash for clunkers. I know y'all didn't forget that.
Mm-hmm.
And Pontiac was one of the brands that actually went under. Saturn was another. Saab and Hummer. So it's funny that GM brings Hummer back, right? But
interesting. You're right. That's you're 100%. Maybe because I feel like, right? What can you really do with a Pontiac other than make it again exciting?
Right.
And you gotta remember, man, it's like how Porsche said they not doing that, came in with that nasty flat 8.
Right.
We're not ready for that, huh?
Yeah.
If you ask me, you may disagree, which is cool.
Uh-huh.
Here in America, son, we not with the performance like that.
It's true.
As a whole, we're not.
It's true.
We're not with that, son. No way. And they know that.
They know that.
They know that shit. So carry on, man. It's just very interesting, B.
They know that. I gotta say, right? Knight Rider was a Pontiac. Did I just date myself? Yes, Knight Rider was a Pontiac.
Tell you, son.
But
yeah,
to me, a lot of people really forget Pontiac was about performance.
It really was, though.
They had a lot of performance.
It really
cars.
was, huh?
Like, and a lot of the cars that, like I said, this was GM's brand. It was a lot of things that came out with over there. The Pontiac Fiero. I mean, and we're gonna go into some of these cars because I want you to give me a top 5 Pontiacs. Damn. But when you look into it, and it's really killer when you really remember what was going on at that time.
Yeah.
The decision to shut up Pontiac was one of the several moves that they talked about, right? Pontiac's problem was not sales.
Damn.
It said they just wasn't making no money off of it. Damn, Pontiac was the company's third best-selling brand behind Chevy.
It was
GMC, and sold twice as many vehicles as Buick. Damn. The problem for Pontiac had been profitability. GM, they wasn't making profits on the brand, but they was making twice as much on Buick and GMC. I don't know how they was making twice of as much off of a Buick. I don't understand. But Pontiac's roots is in the 1950s. Pontiac's identifies as a performance brand dates back to the late 1950s and early 1960s. Pontiac cars were designed with wider bodies for cosmetic reasons, and the wheels were pushed out to match. This wide track design became a selling point and was advertised as Pontiac cars, a distinct cornering advantage over other cars. And when you think about this, you think about a Pontiac, shout the mall and the resident Toyota guy. There's one that comes to your mind automatically, and that's Knight Rider.
Damn.
A lot of people don't remember that Knight Rider was a Pontiac, a Trans Am. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, out of my top 5 cars, I'll say my top cars. I won't give it a number because they released a lot that I could say I was really in love with. Number 1, 1967 Pontiac GTO Judge.
Damn, son.
Boy.
Ooh, wait.
That's a car.
That's one of them right there, though.
That is a car.
That's a fact.
That right fact, there. Man. Old people.
That's jokes. That's
jokes.
Shut
the big head. He said old people.
That is jokes, kid. But you know what though? That's a great one though.
That is, to me, that was it. That was it for me. Then you had my mom had this car, the 1976 Pontiac Trans Am.
Damn, son.
She had one of those. And let me tell you, that was a car when we got to that accident and she went through the car. It was that car.
Snap.
Pure American muscle, kid. And let me tell you, the V8 was it was a big V8 putting out 200 horsepower in. But it was beautiful. You know what I loved about my mom's car? It had the Phoenix on the hood.
It was actually a screaming chicken.
Screaming chicken.
Yeah, huh? It's crazy.
That's how you know it came from the Midwest. But then you got to go with the 1967 Pontiac GTO.
Yeah, son.
Now there's a difference
with the quad lights with they sit on top of each other, right?
Yes,
on the sides. Yeah,
and that's how you can tell the difference between that and 65 and under. You know, the 65 and under, the headlights are across, and up is a 1967 and better.
Damn, son.
The Judge was named after a character that Sammy Davis played on TV. Shout to the resident Toyota guy again with some information.
Let's go.
I'm also going to say the 2004 Pontiac GTO.
Oh, man, son.
This car, I feel, as far as Pontiac was concerned, was the last. Originally a Holden from Australia. V8, manual, the size of a Chevy Cavalier.
But it wasn't the last, though. It wasn't the last one.
What was the last one?
The G8.
The 4-door.
The 4-door with the big brakes, the 6-speed manual.
Now, let me tell you something.
Ridiculousness.
I remember watching the episode of, what was this? I forget what it was. Remember they used to put the systems in the cars, whatever?
Yeah.
And the guy had brought the Pontiac G8. He had just bought it. And he said, yo, man, I want you to put a system in it. Esco, wasn't it? Esco, Willie Esco, they used to do all the big rim cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
and he brought it in the shop. And when he went to back it out of the shop, it was squealing tires. He was like, yo, it had that much power.
Yo, hold on, son. I'm telling you, man, like Pontiac, I think Pontiac, hold on, wait. Did you also know they had a sport truck, son?
Yes.
Yo, Pontiac, listen, man, I think they should have fought tooth and nail to get Pontiac back, son.
But they was all on the same board. They didn't remember, and Pontiac at that time had made the ugliest car in the world. They made the yes. And that really is what sealed their fate. But there's other cars. The 1985 Pontiac Fiero.
Oh man, son.
Shout to my son over there because he knows what a Fiero is. Pontiac Fiero. I wanted one of these so bad. And then you got the 1970 Pontiac Trans Am. I mean, they had some beauties. So it's sad to see them all go. But we just wanted to take a trip down memory lane, man, to show them.
Nah, you're 100% right. And also the 1965 Star Chief. Oh, yes, I'm telling you, man, Pontiac, they had some gems. They did, man. But they should have fought tooth and nail to get it back, son.
2001 Pontiac Trans Am WS6. Boy.
I mean, they had some
cars.
They did.
They had some cars.
They did, B.
I would have loved to see that. You know what? If they were smart, they would have brought that brand back. Like, I hate to see it come back electric though. But
see, that's what I'm saying. Like, what can you do with that? You bring it back EV. People gonna look at you like, what the? Like, why would you?
But you know, you have some people that was loyal to that brand. I will say this, however.
But it was named. It was like you said. The brand was supposed to be an exciting segment.
Yes.
An exciting category.
Yes, you're right.
You can bring it back as EV, dull and no dull. Come on, son.
I can't front. I hate it. You know what I hate about it? I remember when they announced that those are the brands that was getting chopped.
Yeah, I remember that. I was a young boy too. I'm like this, like what's going on? Like,
and what I didn't understand was they had came with the Transformers movie. And do you remember the little coupe that they had? The Pontiac.
Yeah. You talking about what is that? It's not a
Solstice.
Yeah.
It is.
Solstice.
Solstice.
So first of all, I want to tell you, I seen one on the highway the other day. I ain't gonna front. So you know how you could kind of tell how a car suspension is from the way they maneuver. Yo, this thing did a dirty dip so solidly. So I was like, hold on, huh? Suspension looks set up on it. It didn't look lowered or nothing like that.
Right.
The suspension, I know they handle great. I know they handle great. Rear-wheel drive.
I believe that could be a legend.
Yeah, it could be.
I believe that could be a legend. Do you know that at that time they were swapping V8s into those? Yes.
Nah, I didn't know that.
Yes. That they have one, and Saturn had a coupe that matched it.
Really?
Yes. And they were taking V8s and drive. Oh my goodness, that was a whole nother vehicle.
Shit.
I gotta say, shout to Pontiac. That they are definitely legends. And like you said, how we say with Legends Auto, they never die.
Nah, they never die, B.
So for those that own Pontiacs or you know, you see a Pontiac and then the logo was fire.
I thought the logo was hard too, though, son.
Just like a red, like
arrow. Like an arrow or something. It's fire.
Loved it. Shout to Pontiac. That was gonna take y'all down memory lane. With that being said, man,
they should have brought that back, B.
They should have brought it back.
They wasted their time with the Hummer, if you ask me. Like you said, they went over here and made Cadillac have their own not Cadillac, Corvette have their own SUV.
Just use that.
What are you doing?
We forgot, man. Telling you.
Nah, it's the wrong people making plays.
Wrong people making plays. The Saturn Sky. Shout to Dr. Phil. That was the name of the coupe. The Saturn. And like I said, the funny part was the Pontiac Solstice was in Transformers, the first one. And it was killed. It was the only Transformer that was killed in the movie.
That's crazy, son. I didn't realize
his name was Jazz.
Yeah, Jazz, yeah.
And Megatron ripped him in half.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
popped them in half and gave both pieces to Prime. Like, here.
Yeah, pull them apart.
So was they foreshadowing?
They might have been, son.
Wow, something very interesting. But with that being said, you know how we get down here, man. It's the bearded one, SI Shawn, and we're going to get into our most favorite topic, our most favorite part of the show.
Let's go.
Driver's etiquette. Because sometimes you got to get this off your chest.
All right, we down with our driver's etiquette. Now, sometimes a good drive is what fixes things. We had a great drive last week.
For sure.
Last week, we actually went out We hit the road, and it felt great. I know it was raining. It wasn't the greatest weather.
Yep.
But we went out. And let me tell you, had a great time. Had a great time.
Damn, son.
Anything that I could only imagine driving a road like that to and fro to work every day. I would be okay.
I couldn't imagine that. I couldn't imagine that.
I would love it.
I probably never get to work.
I probably go. I probably.
Yeah, I got to spend that one more time, son.
You know what? You know what? You know what I found funny about that? Mm-hmm. It's like when we was driving the road, it was like in somebody's rural neighborhood. Like it's like as soon as you pass it, you in somebody's neighborhood, and it's like just the views. Now, as we were driving this road, we pulled over to take some pictures, and as we pulled over to take pictures, there was a Porsche GT3, right?
Yes, man.
And what was the second? A Lotus Elise.
Yeah, Lotus Elise, red one. Both of them joints was red.
And they was motoring.
Yeah.
It was motoring. And we could see them in the mountains.
And that view was crazy because it reminded me of Tokyo Drift. Like, I think it was one scene where they had like some like mountain shot.
Yes.
And you could just only see like maybe you could barely see the top of the cars going up, but you can hear them. And you can see them just slightly enough.
Yes.
I was like, yo, man, that was a crazy shot.
Shout to Reeps. He's in the building. He's tapped in.
Let's go.
I will say this, man. Just that drive. I can only imagine what it's like on dry ground. But man, that was such a good road. I don't know how Phil found that road. Shout to the doctor.
I don't know how he did that one, man, but it was good.
It was great.
I'll tell you that.
But I tell you what, it did take a lot off your mind. It took a lot off, and it just gets me to wondering, like, do drives take things off your mind? Do you feel like, or does it fix things for you? Like, what is it about taking your car on a road like that?
So a good drive for sure has a way of clearing up the old noodle, you know what I'm saying? Definitely have a way of doing that. Like you said earlier, it's like because it makes you just want to focus on this right now. Right. It then also allows you, if you want, you could go deeper and just assess what's going on that even got you to this road. Right. You know, and just give you a time to just process certain stuff. And that's what it does for me. And then it gives me a way of connecting with the wheels. You know, and I can appreciate that because every time I drive that beast of an SI on the road, it's just, first off, sometimes she's uncontrollable. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. And it allows me to connect with her. Yes. Like, damn, because I don't do any justice taking it from point A to Z all the time. I don't do it any good like that. And then you could tell a difference when she get outside like that. Yes. You know, and I can appreciate that because it's like, you need to do this. Yes. You need to take time. Or, you know, whatever it may be, but for instance, driving though, you need to do that. If you enjoy it a little bit, smidge, you need to take time to go do that because it for sure clear your mind. It for sure bring you in a better place. Even when you're returning back to the mayhem, you're allowed to think better. Off the drive. Shout to Maul and the resident Toyota guy. He said roads like that is therapeutic until a deer come out and try to spoil your fun. That did happen. A deer did come out though, but at the same time, just like Street Fighter, son. I mean, Mortal Kombat, test your will. Test your strength. I mean, you know, deers come out and stop. That's what everybody's problem with it is. They just come out and they stand there and look at you. I like it. It's adventure, challenge. I will say this. After driving that road, after driving in general, it takes your mind off of a lot. And it definitely was one of those kind of places, like it was eerily quiet. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and I said, if it makes me think about people that are aggravated in New York City. Yeah. Like, there's no reprieve until you get home. And even when you get home, it's crazy because now things are going on in your neighborhood. Crazy. Yeah, for sure. So it's like, that's why people are agitated. Could you imagine if for once you jumped in your car, there was no traffic going to work, or at least just moderate? You could just get in there and be there 15 minutes. Or, you know, that too, or just people just, like you said, we said earlier in the show, like not driving bad. Right. Like knowing how to wheel a little bit. Right. But carry on. Right. I just think that the drive is everything, man. I live for the drive. Nah, me too, man. And then again, when you got something remotely sporty, it doesn't even have to be, some all the way crazy like the Type R. You know what I'm saying? Which by the way, we saw when we saw that Porsche. Oh, I didn't see that one. You saw the Porsche? No, the Type R. You said we seen the Type R.
No.
Oh, okay,
I'm talking about we seen that when we saw the Porsche.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That Porsche was he
that
was
GT3
motoring.
was crazy, son.
And they were going hard. That
GT3 was crazy. And that Lotus.
He downshifted when he saw us and took. Oh, I was like, oh my goodness. And he's just going into the turns.
Full confidence, son.
But I will tell you, yes, the same thing with the Type R. And what's funny is, and I wanted to talk about this today with all of our car people out here. Today, I got an email and it reminded me of something that was a great purchase that I made last year. Today marks 1 year of ownership of the Type R. 1 year. And I will say it has been great. Owning this Type R has really, don't get me wrong, it's not a Porsche.
Okay.
It makes me want one.
Okay.
Because if this car can do this stock, I love the fact that it has things it's dedicated to. To me, like I say, it's a Swiss Army knife. If you want to drive it around all day, you can. If you want to do all of the other little things, you can. It has room in it. Yeah. All kinds of, but it is focused towards track.
See, when you said it's not a Porsche, right? I don't think it's meant to be one, though.
No, but
I think it's meant to be a Type R. Like, that has its own class. Like its own specialty. Like, it's a Type R.
But you know what, though? It does, but it makes you want, to me, it makes me wonder, what is this then? If all this time, like I said, the first time I drove a Porsche, it made me realize that I could never build a car like this. I would have to buy it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I did. The Type R, to me, is as close as I've ever been to that. But what does a Porsche feel like then? Like a real, not the one, I drove a Porsche Carrera 4S, which is not bad.
No, that one is pretty great, though.
It's pretty stout.
Yeah, for sure.
But I would love to see with a 911 or a GT. Whoa. Like that red Porsche that we saw, I wonder what that's like.
Yeah, in that instance, it would be like the Type R because that would be like a dedicated car.
In.
Yeah, like the GT3 would be dialed in just like the Type R is. You know what I'm saying? So that would be good.
I would say after 1 year ownership, I love this car. And I don't mean I love the car get me around and get groceries. No, I love the way the car makes me feel. I love the way the car looks. Yeah. I love everything about it. It's like it like when I'm driving it. When I used to drive it to work, I used to drive it to work sometime because it was a place where I could park it and look at it. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing wrong with that. Yeah.
But I used to look forward to the drive home. You feel what I'm saying?
Damn, son.
So to look forward to the drive home, not home. I mean, I look forward to home. Don't get it twisted. I don't mean it like that.
He ain't mean that. He ain't mean that.
I ain't mean it like that.
She like what, nigga?
But
it's a family show.
But but it's the drive home. Oh man, and even the drive from the studio because I only drive it on the weekends now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But or if I'm going somewhere.
Yeah.
But the drive, those drives, they mean everything because I'm gonna tell you, this car, it is circled around performance.
Circle. That joint is a straight universe around it, if you ask me. So.
I'm telling you, the brakes,
damn, son.
The power, the way the seats hold you when you go, you could negotiate turns in this thing so much better because I'm not moving. I'm in the car
so the stability is great. How it keeps you in the seat.
Oh yeah,
damn,
it's like a big old hug. shout to Reeves. That's what it's like. It is. It's like the way everything is set up and designed. The wheels, the suspension, the fact that I could go from soft pause.
Man, that was out of control.
Wow. To sport mode.
Yo, no, come on. All right, man. Yeah.
To sport mode to R+. So when you ask me if I want a Type S over a Type R, no.
Man.
No.
You feel like the dedication is stopped as far as that's concerned?
Once
you get over to the Type S, you feel like you're getting to
I feel like they took some parts from the R and just made it luxurious. but it's not as dedicated. It's not as dedicated as the Type R.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And like I said, you could do things in the Type R. It's not like you know, if you've ever, you climb into a Porsche, you gonna want to go food shopping with it. Like, yeah. I don't want to put no groceries on the back of them seats. You crazy?
No, I'll put it in the front.
The front. Yes.
Yeah, put it in the front.
The front of the
But I'll probably go to a grocery store, obviously late night. You know what I'm saying? Parking lot is the lowest.
I'm going to pick a prime rib or something.
Yeah,
I'm going to pick up something small.
Yeah, I'm going to go park underneath the trees. That's maybe, I probably got to walk 50, 60 feet. Yeah, I'm going to do that.
So it just reminds me, when I see this Type R, is that there's still building cars out there that you can be happy with.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with this one. I'm happy with the color choice.
Yeah.
I'm happy with the car. So I would say the worst part about the Type R, the worst part is that when I'm driving it, I'm worried about it.
Damn.
Does that make any sense?
That makes perfect sense.
I don't want nobody near me. Get away from me. I will slow down. Go ahead. I don't want nobody to ruin this masterpiece that I call.
Yeah, I hear you.
I hear you.
Damn.
That's how I feel about it. With that being said, man, we're gonna move right in, man. Appreciate that. We're gonna move right in. Y'all know how we get down here at Rally Radio. It's been one heck of a show. And we still got our most favorite. Shout to Marlon. He said, that's me in the Supra. Yeah, I'm buying that. You don't want nobody near you. Stay away. Get away from me. Go. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But with that being said, we reached our favorite part of the show. You ready to go, kid?
Let's go.
Here we go.
Legends of Auto. Real legends never die.
All right. What you got for us today, kid?
So this one's pretty interesting right here. I want to see how many of you, enthusiasts remember this one. Mind you, we never came to the States, so probably gonna be shaky a little bit. Not for nothing though. The reason why Marlon probably feels that way in the Supra because it's probably not too fast. He probably got to stay with traffic.
Huh? What?
I said Marlon probably feel that way with the Supra because it's probably not too fast. You got to stay with traffic. I don't know.
Oh, what you mean, him?
Yeah.
Oh, nah. I ain't even going there. Marlon gonna be listen. That's a summertime ride, bro. I don't know. I ain't rocking with you on that one.
I'll carry on, though. Carry on. So here I got a Toyota 1990 Sierra. Do you remember that one, son?
No.
All right, so it was only in Japan. It had a short run, right? But this car it kind of gives me or raises the question like, who started this first, Honda or Toyota? Mind you, it has a 6-piece roof, right, made of all glass,
right?
The NSX was kind of like an all glass feature.
Yes.
So that was pretty crazy on this.
Oh,
yeah, this one was pretty crazy, right?
So I ran into one of these when I went to that JDM car meet.
Really?
Yes. The doors was just like this.
Damn.
Open. Do
you know that this was one of the first cars to have the gold wing doors, huh?
I did not.
Yes, huh?
I did not.
Yeah, kid. I'm telling you, son. So, Toyota was very innovative during this time. Like, it was crazy. So that's what made it, like, ridiculous, huh?
Okay.
Mad crazy, right? Another thing, only 16,000 of these was ever produced.
Wow.
Yeah, and they only come right-hand drive.
Only right-hand drive?
Only right-hand drive.
Are they considered a key car?
No, not a key car.
Just small.
Not a key car, B. And not for nothing, this joint had one of the craziest bucket seats design too. So on top of that,
really,
yeah. So what this wasn't purely a performance machine. It was more based on the styling of it. How it's gonna be like again a legend later on. So and this was one of them. This joint won a lot of rewards in the 90s.
Okay,
for his designs, huh? Telling you,
beautiful car.
Beautifulness, and it came with 5-speed manuals, huh?
Yes,
you could get in a manual, B.
And you could get it over here in the United States.
Now you could.
Now you can.
I'm telling you, son, masterpiece of a car. Son.
Legends
Let's
of
go.
Auto.
Masterpiece
Real
of a
legends
car.
never die.
That's what I'm talking about.
I'm telling you, son.
It looked like a Nissan Silvia in the front, though.
It looks crazy, son. The way they designed it, B. The way they designed it, son.
Gotta be. I love it, man. I love it. Legends of Auto. I love that. Well, yeah. Now we get down. Now we're going to tip right into our... Let's go.
The newest and freshest modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
Now, We're going to bring this one up right here. It looks like there's a rare Nissan Skyline GTR M-Spec NER.
Damn.
Could you say that again? Rare Nissan Skyline GTR M-Spec NER edition is up for auction, and the bidding is already at $250,000 USD.
Damn, son.
$250,000.
Would you cop? That's the real question.
Yes.
Damn.
No, yeah. I put the loan up. Yes. I would do.
You really cop?
Yes.
For $250.
Yes. Because you ain't gonna get. First off, we all know the NER spec is a totally different animal than just our regular R34 GTR. And not only that, it's the jade green.
I know. It's nasty, son.
So
it's nasty.
It looks like the best way to come up to any GTR right now is going to be through auction. Either it's going to be through auction, or it's going to be you're going to
trailer.
Yeah, or you're going to find it somewhere lucky enough in Japan or Europe. If you find it here, a lot of times it's illegal. I don't know if I touch it.
Yeah.
But again, 250,000 already.
Son, this only built 1,000 of these.
Oh my God.
It's only 1,000. Hey, it's far less than 1,000 probably floating around now, though.
Of
but
course.
only 1,000 was
Dudes
ever made.
crashed them up. And that's why I say, like, cars like these, and it's going to bring up our age-old question that we had before. Are cars, are they able to be used as investments?
I think they are, man, depending on what you want to use it for sure. 100%. 100%. But my question is, if you was to get this or had it, would you be trying to sell it? If you didn't need to sell it?
Would I be trying? No. Even if I needed to sell it. I'd be like, yo, man, I got this little kid over here. He's 9 right now. All you got to do is listen. He'll be 10 next year. He's pretty strong for his age.
You stupid, son. That's a fact, right? You a fool.
That's what I would do, but
real,
you know how that get down, man. But definitely no. I would not sell it. This is a legend.
Yeah.
Right here in your hands. And I always want to know, like, they come front mount like that. Like, Nismo out, like, ready to go.
Nismo, tuned the engine, then worked to it and everything, son.
I'm telling you, man. Beautiful car, 250,000. That's our
mods, the newest and freshest. Modifications, parts, and fashion. Only on Rally Radio.
Now we've reached the part of the show that we all love and that I've grown to love as well. And that is going to be
It's the Understeer.
I love the Understeer, son.
Where we like to ask, what the hell were you thinking?
This might be your cousin, though, right?
This is hilarious. First off, the Understeer, this one is actually interesting. 23-year-old New York woman racks up 67 traffic tickets and 65 suspensions. I thought I was bad.
Damn.
No, she's crazy. She's crazy.
Oh, similar speeding too. 95 to 2 a.m. in the morning.
She got caught reckless. Suffolk County police pulled over Camille this weekend after she allegedly was spotted around 2 in the morning in a 2000 Honda Accord doing 95 miles an hour on Long Island's Sunrise Highway. As we know, this is not a highway. This is actually a street. But the island still hasn't raised its speed limit above 55, despite New York State permitting 65-minute max limit. So clocking 95, there was troubling. She couldn't give her driver's license to police when asked because she already given it to the DMV early this year. Back in February, when the state demanded she surrender it over, an egregious number of violations. On the early morning when police ran into her particulars, they found that Camille had racked up 67 tickets and 65 suspensions. How is she still on the road? You know who gets the understeer? The New York State DMV.
Son.
All of y'all.
It's the Understeer.
So it ain't even her fault, huh?
Where we
It
like
ain't her
to
fault no
ask,
more.
what the hell were you thinking?
I blame them.
For sure, son.
I blame them. That is their fault. I can't understand how this woman still has a license.
Damn, son.
But at the same time, we've reached the end of the show. Y'all know how we get down. This is our exhaust notes. Shout out to everybody who's tuned in, paid attention, who rocked with us for this past 2 hours. You know how we get down. We do what we can to prepare and make sure that we bring you a good show. Now we are 2-hour exhaust notes. And this is what we wanted to let everybody know. We have events coming up. You know it's getting warm. We did the speed and greet, which was great. And these are going to be the next dates for the speed and greets coming up. We got May 21st, June 11th, July 23rd, August 6th, September 17th, and October 22nd, which is going to be our last one. We have our Enter the Dragon rally that's coming up. We also going to have a couple other things going on. You know we got the go-kart racing. Our next go-kart racing event is going to be July 15th. Mr. Wheelman over there, make sure you're ready.
So I'm definitely going to redeem myself because I don't really like how him and Marlon, well, Ant was really doing nothing out there, so I ain't too worried about him.
Man.
Marlon in the bed and one, son.
Ant crashing to me, man. Almost took it too
far. Y'all was playing Twisted Metal out there. I don't know what y'all was doing, son, but
our next bowling event, and not for nothing, we tried to do the first one. It went the wrong way. We're going to do it in August. August 26th. So those are some of the things we got coming up. Don't forget, we are definitely going to remind everybody what's going on. Yeah. But y'all know how we get down, man. It's the bearded one here.
SI Shawn, baby. Let's go.
And for everybody that does know, it's a highway. Yo, what's going on, Eric? He said it's a highway in Suffolk County. It was the Sunrise Highway where Shorty got caught. Man. She ain't care at all.
Nah, son. I wonder if she had the V6 one. Though. You know, those ones get a little boogie, though.
Man, she could have. She need Q footy. That's what she needs. She don't need no V6. She need a 6
It look like she ain't
6-volt battery.
Oh heck no!
Walk your butt. Put the headphones.
Scooter.
On. So for everybody that knows, it is okay to bring your daily car. Shout them all. He reminded me of this. You could bring your daily drivers to the events. It doesn't necessarily have to be your sportiest vehicle. Just make sure you could keep up.
That's all I gotta say, man. Make sure you can keep up. You know, have a little fun out there. And not for nothing, if you do got something real sporty you like to bring it, do it.
Bring it.
But it doesn't really matter, though.
Nah,
whatever you got. You're going to bring grandma's whip. Just make sure you got some good tires and some fuel.
That's a fact.
Bring it on down.
Trust me, we had a good time. And what we got planned for this next one is going to be even better. But with that being said, it's the bearded one here.
Yeah, SI Shawn, baby. Let's go.
And we got our little key grip sitting over there in the corner over there. He's chilling. He's here. With that being said, you know how we get down, man. Shout to all those who tuned in, who paid attention, who rock with us.
Factory.
Any other shout outs you want to give? That's it.
I just want to say on the next speed and greet or the next events coming up, I'm winning. That's it. Bowling. I bowl. Get your hands right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
This is what I do.
Okay.
That's it, man.
We'll see, Mr. Will, man. With that being said,
if
you ain't got no shout outs,
I'm good.
I ain't got no shout outs. We
Drop the clutch, hit the gas. Rally Radio, where the fast life meets the fast lane.
Yeah.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio. Where the world of hip hop and sports live.
Dropping the clutch and then I hit the gas. Wheels screeching, tires burning, I'm flying past. Gotta get home quick, don't wanna miss the class. They schooling you on whips and how to make them fast. Talking about everything from cars to planes. What's hot, what's next, and how to flip the game. They talk in my language, we speak the same. That whip talk complex, but yet they keep it plain. From the news, the interviews, they keep it cool. They give reviews, everything from parts to tools. Can't lose, come to whips, they not no fools. Don't miss the show, the start time is noon. The bearded one, SI Shawn, they crazy though. You can't miss it, tune in to Rally Radio.
Where the fast life meets the fast lane.